was going off. Yeah, something. I don't know what I was doing. I'm gonna say too much later. Yeah.
Before Ted come in here and start yelling at us.
See, I ain't want to say it. Green said it. I want to say it.
I
thought it.
Y'all late.
Y'all late. This is why black folk can't. This why nothing. Hey, look. I just got off like 20 minutes ago, bruh.
Look, I just got here.
I just hear excuses. Yeah. You know what? You're right.
My test results. Oh, let me see. So I took my.
Your 23andMe?
No.
Well, no, I'm sorry.
I did my certification knowledge test today. Tomorrow's my skills test. So I just got my results back. So I'm about to see. I'm so freaking nervous.
You passed.
Oh, my chest is burning. Let me look.
Got 98.5.
No, doggone well, I don't know my user
suspension
name and password.
I hate when they do that. They send you the link, and then they still want you to use the password.
Right.
But like, nigga, you know it's me.
Right, it's me. It's me.
So for those listening,
it's me. You see, hold on, let me go get my notebook.
Pinky's going to read live her 23andMe results to see which, because everyone says they Cherokee Indian. Everyone wants to say that
you sent it to the right phone number and everything. Why would it not be me?
Well, I don't know, Pinky. So Pinky is gonna say live what tribe is she from? The Pinky tribe.
Right, the Pink
with
tribe.
The bloodline.
Right. Oh yeah, the bloodline. Yeah.
We're about to find out if Pinky is one of them ones.
Right. We the ones.
You know what? I haven't checked my ancestors. My ancestry in a minute. Let me check that real quick.
So Pinky apparently is from a. No, I was playing.
No, I think everybody should do the ancestry.
Yes, I've had.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woo! Let me go scream that day real fast.
He gonna be like, I already knew that.
Like, I already knew, yeah.
Look, Green not even surprised. He like, of course.
Yeah, yes. You already told me.
Yeah. You telling me something I already know. But just to make sure you're good, I will verbally tell you congrats. But I already knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I gotta do the skills.
Zig that made me want to look up my ancestry. That thing. Going to.
Hey, Pinky.
Pass. Woo, halfway there, y'all.
Pinky, hold on. I want to apologize because we didn't really seem too enthused, but it's just because we knew that you passed already.
Yeah. That's the point there. You got it. I've been out of school for 20 years. My brain is fried.
I agree. I got you.
These brain cells are fried. They have been through the millennium drama, if you will. Nerve shot. But yeah, I'm excited. Thank you, y'all. I'm happy.
Ain't it crazy when you are passionate about something, how things
just fall in place? Mm-hmm.
That's why we always talk about when people go to when they have us go to college right out of high school, and they're like, "What do you want to be? You need to figure out something." I don't know, bro. I'm 18.
I'm still trying to play the game.
I want to be rich.
I just want to be rich. That's all.
I feel like out of high school, everyone should take like 2 years off, do some trades, and then from the trades, be like either, you know what, this ain't that bad, or you know what, this ain't it. Let me take my butt to the classroom. It's hot.
Ziggy, I'm trying to do that with Buddy as we speak right now. I'm like, son, because he want to do the physical therapy still. So I was like, son, what about trades? You thought about trades? So I'm trying to ease that.
Oh wait, what did he want to do?
he want to do either physical or occupational therapy. But I think he want to do more physical therapy.
If you want to go that route, once again, just
Yeah, that ain't bad.
hit Dami up. That's her field. She can give him the rundown if he has any questions.
I sure will, because we getting on the junior year now. So
okay.
Me and David said we buckling down.
Hey, look, a day in the life. Like, hey, look, this is what a typical day looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And so go from there.
Go from there.
Oh snap! Hold on, wait a minute.
What? Oh, I swapped it around. That's my phone.
No. They done changed my DNA results.
Well, you're not a real one no more?
Wait, how they swapped your results? You know, because actually, you are not Cherokee. You are Navajo.
Right.
So from Ancestry, what they do is they take your DNA and they kind of do some research on it. They give you the results as soon as they get some. Right. But then they add shit as time goes on. So you gotta go to the website every damn day. But I don't do that shit. So it used to say my family was from Maryland, Virginia, parts of New Jersey and New York, and then like North and South Carolina is my mom's side. So I already knew that shit.
That's Gullah Geechee, right?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is my mom was supposedly part of the first slaves that came over here. So
really?
Yeah. So on my mom's side of the family, I deserve reparations.
I know that's right. Period. He said I deserve. Yes.
Just putting it out there. But apparently on my dad's side, nobody knew anything other than we lived in Maryland, that Virginia borderline, and the Delaware, New Jersey, New York kind of feel. But apparently we got family members, or if I'm reading this correctly, my dad's side of the family, at least half of his side of the family, came from the Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas area.
Arkansas, you say?
Yeah. Supposedly.
Texarkana.
So I'm gonna come back to the motherland and get my beignets pretty soon.
Yeah, come on down, man. Come on down. See, that's why me and Green get along well, bro. He already from down here.
Get the beignets.
My wife keeps saying, "How come you don't embrace your Washington D.C. side?" Nah, I'm not from the DMV. I'm sorry.
Oh, you from Maryland? You from DC? Nah, no, I'm not.
Nah.
No, I'm not.
Like my wife was like, "Why you ain't going to the DMV Twitch meetup this weekend?" Because I'm not from the DMV. I ain't never lived in the DMV. I don't even like driving in the DMV, to be quite honest with you.
And so y'all just heard live Green's 23andMe results.
Right.
Yeah, it says early Delmarva Peninsula African American, early Southern U.S. African American.
They got one for like which tribe you from? I forgot what it's called.
Oh yeah, Zach, I remember that. I forget the name.
Yeah, I remember.
Is it African ancestry?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
Black-owned African ancestry.
Yeah,
in Ebony and PBS magazine.
They were trying to get us all to do that, but that shit is expensive, bro.
Is it?
Support Black business.
At the time, it was. I don't know how
$9,000. Like, all right,
exactly. Right? Yeah. Like,
then that's too high. If you just broke, just say that.
Compared to what Ancestry and 23andMe was at the time, it was like a lot. It was like, I think somebody said it was like 150, 200, and then Ancestry was like, "We got you for $23," and everybody was like, "All right, Ancestry, it is." Well, I got to learn. Oh,
because then what you have to do too is you have to get your mom's side of the family and the dad's side of the family. So it's like 2 kits.
Yeah, because with Ancestry, they just took my DNA and they just kind of figured out which parts was my mom's and which one was my dad's. But if you want to get thorough, Yeah, if you want to get thorough, you gotta get your father DNA tested and you gotta get your mother DNA tested. That's how you really find out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
You get the parentals tested.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing that. Who's sending that? I ain't got the. You already know the conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't putting my name on all that.
They doing them tests again.
Doing them tests. See, that's your problem now.
Experiment.
So if you do like ancestral, like I already knew my family was pretty mixed up. So they do like different things. Like I do like ancestry.com because they do it in like different ways. So like when you do your DNA test, they give you your regions, your journeys, which is like your US places, and then they do it by parent, they do matches and traits. So what are you most likely to do like behavior wise, right? So
I'm 38 years old. I didn't pass that stage. I know.
But it makes sense. Like when you read your traits, you be like, motherfucker, I got this from my dad's side. Like, no wonder I don't like Brussels sprouts. My mom didn't like
right. My mama didn't like it.
It's in my DNA. But like even like in Africa, like it gives you like some sort of like, oh yeah, I'm black. Like I'm black. Yeah. You can't deny my black heritage. So all those people in you know the UK, those Africans in the UK, stop saying that we don't have no culture. I'm from the same place you from.
That was wild. I just heard about that. Like, what do you mean we don't have culture? We are culture. We are the culture. We are the culture. What do you mean?
Well, they're not really Africans. I'm more African than you. Okay.
Well, somebody said I am more African than you.
I
am more African than you will ever be.
You are just from one region of Africa. I'm from 18 now.
I'm black.
That's why everybody was buying those dashikis. Like, this is my tribe dashiki.
I can't even.
I took an ancestry.com test.
Yeah, I can't even do that.
I mean,
most of it like. I'm pretty sure we're all like mostly Nigerian.
We're all cousins.
I feel like it. I feel like
because I'm like 35% Nigerian, 13% Mali.
Oh yeah, black.
Yeah,
right.
Then they separated Central Nigeria into a whole nother category. I'm like, they both Nigerian.
It's Nigeria.
It's Nigeria.
Oh, you from Central Nigeria?
You're right.
I'm from the Ivory Coast, of course.
That's like here in Detroit, how we separate ourselves. Like, oh, you from the West Side, you the East Side. Okay,
you from 8 Mile.
It's all Detroit.
I'm Detroit, bro. No, it's not.
Right.
People still scared of all of us. They don't be like, oh man. If as long as I go to the west side of Detroit, I'll be safe. No, it's oh, you gotta go to Detroit.
Yeah, man,
I went to Detroit, got me a Coney Island. Coney dog. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Right.
Soon as you get off the Beltway to enter Detroit, is a police officer with a registry weapon. How long are you here for? Oh, a week? You're gonna need this.
Right, here you go.
I remember showing Dave. I said, "Hey man, we touched down in Detroit. I got this Coney Island thing that you said that we need to try." He said, "No, bro. Why'd you stop?" I said, "Bro, you said Coney." I said, "No,
you never stop.
Not that one.
Why would you do that?"
I need to come over here to the hood and get the Coney, the real deal.
You said Coney, so I saw Coney. I told Diamond, "Hey, that's that place D be talking about." He said,
"That's
I'm lying on my dog name,
Coney Island." I
said, "Man, that's the Coney Island, bro."
That's the commercial.
Dominic was like, "Well, the drinks were good."
Nah, see, yeah. Come to the hood. You need a hood, Coney Island. Yeah.
I said, "Now this is what Dave been hyping up, man." He said, "You want some sauerkraut?" I was like,
no. Yeah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. See? They tried to tear y'all stomach up. No.
I said, "I guess this is what Dave be eating." Now, yeah, go ahead and put on my hot dog. This is what they be doing. I should have called.
He's like, yeah, that's it. Put it on there.
Yeah, Pinky done be eating this. Go ahead. I post on Instagram, Coney Island. We're in Detroit. Use my Detroit filter.
Like a target.
Right. He's about to light that bathroom.
Boy, I got roasted for like 2 weeks. Look at this goofy.
In a goof.
I didn't even know that place existed.
Right.
What are you doing?
Coney Island, bro. No, not that Coney Island, bro. I didn't know there was multiple.
It's crazy.
Oh God. Yes, the best Coney Island ever. Look, to our listeners, the best Coney Island is always in the hood. In the hood, preferably like a LA Coney or El George. Nikki D's is preferable.
Nikki D's?
Nikki D's, yeah.
Niggee.
Nikki D's, yeah.
Nikki D's.
Not Mickey D's. Nikki D's.
I'm about to say that sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
And it was funny because they was right across the street from each other for a moment. I think the McDonald's closed, but the Nikki stayed. Stayed open, but yeah.
I'd sue. How dare you take my name and then run me out of business? How dare you?
It be like that, Sometimes the Coney be, popping like that, so be taking over.
Not Detroit, just over there swallowing glizzies all day.
Whoa.
Oh, and Olympia Coney, that's pretty good too. Legends, it's a good one too. Any Coney that's in the hood.
So it's was hot dogs invented in Detroit or something?
No, it's just it's a whole history to it, but the short form. So they're Detroit classics. They're hot dogs with a chili sauce on top, preferably mustard and onions. If you're feeling frisky, sometimes you put cheese on it. You can put either sliced cheese, squeezed cheese, or shredded cheese.
Oh, yeah, I ain't get none of that when I went up there.
So a chili dog.
It's a chili dog, yeah. It's a
I don't put the mustard on my chili dog, but
that's how you got to eat it.
I'll try it. I mean, the mustard would spice things up, I guess. So yeah, it might be cool.
Yeah.
The origin of Detroit's Coney Island hot dogs goes back more than 100 years.
100 years of eating glizzies is wild.
Glizzy Centennials is crazy.
You're right.
Jesus Christ. Not the Glizzy Fest Regional.
So according to this, it says, thanks to Greek immigrants who ventured first to Coney Island, New York, had the hot dogs there, and then came to Detroit and started selling them.
Yep, there you go.
I don't know. Remember?
That's crazy.
Do you remember here in downtown Greektown? It's a little spot, Greektown downtown. Do you remember hearing that?
There's a Greek presence in Detroit. I didn't know that. I learned something new today. Detroit original Coney.
Yep.
I was told never to visit Dearborn though.
I'll tell you this: they cannot drive in Dearborn. They cannot drive. Absolutely cannot drive. You go to Dearborn if you want to try something new, like that. What is that? The chocolate, the Dubai chocolate or whatever craze. That'd be a good spot to visit to try all the chocolates and many ways you can do Dubai chocolate. Yeah,
the Dubai chocolate.
With the pistachio chocolate ice cream is what's that? I actually tried it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Would I pay that crazy amount of money for it? Hell no. But it's
like that Godiva old school prices. Like now it's cheap, but back then
not Godiva. Oh, bro, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
When they actually had stores,
strawberry,
right? Yeah.
Each strawberry was like $8.
Yeah, these have those in the malls.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a Macy's, aka Hudson's staple.
Yeah, I had a buddy that used to work at the Godiva in the mall, and we'll all go over there and hang out with him like close to the store closing because you know, like they had to get rid of some of those strawberries. Bro, you got any you know.
And get some free strawberries. I know that's right. That's a good little tactic. I like that, you know.
Hey man, I know you got to get all them strawberries. Bring any strawberries they bring.
Yeah.
No, we used to go to the mall. I used to go hang out with my homegirl. I haven't talked to her in years at this point.
Right.
But they always wanted, like, when you hang out, when you have like that group that's like half guys, half girls, the girls always wants to go to some expensive ass store. And the guys are like, who paying for this?
You say you.
I mean, no, we ain't dating. We are friends. This is platonic. This is y'all the sis. You know, y'all sisters.
Y'all the sisters.
Right.
Yeah,
who paying for this?
There's a reason we pay.
Be a gentleman. Be a man.
Nah,
that's
a
what's wrong
reason
with
why we pay. But they used to want to go on Godiva, and I remember the first time, like, the lady was like, "Oh, those little square chocolates,
right?
Was like $10 for the small square."
Oh yeah,
I was like, "Y'all wild."
I almost forgot all about that small little package, bro.
But $10 for the
$10
square.
A pop. Crazy at that time. That's almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
The strawberries is about either the same amount, or maybe they were $16 a piece. They was like insanely a lot because they had a deal where you get 6 of them for $50.
Damn.
And that was a deal.
Right.
So imagine a guy going there, he just wants to, you know, surprise his wife or girlfriend or side piece, whatever the case might be.
Not side piece. Not side
and he's
piece.
Like, let me get a dozen of those strawberries. A dozen. That bill is about to come out to be about $136.
Some strawberries.
Right.
Man, you could take you a whole box of Hershey's, go melt that in a pot in the kitchen, get you some strawberries from, you know, your local grocery store, wherever that is in your local region.
And you can ask them for a free
Godiva
box.
At home.
We got Godiva at home. Yeah.
Just get a Godiva box. They'll give it to you for free. Ask them for the bag, and you know, do like Zig said. Just dip your own chocolate. She won't know the difference.
Freezer, dipping in the chocolate.
She won't know the difference.
Maybe I should make some strawberries. Because I don't know. Have y'all tried the chocolate covered strawberries that's in the bag now? I think it's True. I think it's called True something.
Oh yeah. The ones you put in the freezer.
Those are pretty good. I do. They expensive.
It's supposed to be healthy.
Yeah, they are. They are. I made enough of them. They better be healthy. But I should make my own and just pop them in the freezer because I need it. Because it's hot, y'all. Like, Ziggy, I feel for y'all because y'all in the South. I know it is hot down there. Because if we're hot, I know it's hot.
It's bad. That'd be a good and then, like, you know, I still keep in contact with some of my friends that's still in the army that, you know, they still thugged it out. You know, I got out. I was like, you know what? This is enough. They out there
like,
cooking right now. I said, bro, y'all got your whole fatigues on?
Ooh, yes. Top to bottom, too. Them hot ass boots.
Cooking. And y'all out in the water?
Big Up said, you give me anything dipped in chocolate, and I'm throwing it in your face.
Ooh.
What's wrong with anything dipped in chocolate? What's wrong with that? See, look, we can't even dip stuff in chocolate anymore, fellas. This is what I'm talking about.
You gotta know your audience.
Right.
You gotta know your audience.
Yes. Oh, not chocolate is disgusting.
Yeah, dipping stuff in chocolate. Shara said she going off.
Shara said, you better not bring no brownies over here.
Don't bring the brownies.
Look, you know, last time I had a brownie.
You know what? I haven't made brownies in a while. Just thinking about it. Last time I made brownies. Oh, the holiday season. That was last time.
Yeah, I noticed that too. A lot of people aren't making brownies anymore until like the Christmas, Thanksgiving area.
Yeah, I give them out as gifts. Or This year, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You might just get a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
The way this economy is going.
I ain't gonna lie, my family might just get a text message.
Hey, it be like that sometime.
It won't even be me typing it. It'll just be a GIF. Just like, here you go. In a group text.
Right. Right. To save energy, just do the group text. I like that. I like that.
I don't know. But I was trying to give Bridge some time, but she'll jump in. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. We're going to start the show. We will be right back.
It's gonna smell like a gaming convention.
You know, they can
a local convention.
It's gonna. Nah, but that's, no, that's fine.
Dare you disrespect Nikki like that?
Wait a minute, no, not Nikki. Nikki was fine because she had on the black bra. No, she was hot. No,
you talking about Fifi?
I'm talking about the other one. Yeah, she things. She came from Grove Street for real.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. If you're new, now you know. The Real Ones Gaming, where we always got the flow. Welcome to the show. If you're new, now you know. The Real Ones Gaming, where we always got the flow. And we the ones they hate to love. You the ones we hate to dub. If you ain't in the inner circle, tell me why you showing up. And if you think that it's a game, if you think that we the same, let me put it plain. You ain't with the gang, and I mean green, pinky, red, and zig. And if you didn't know, we about to blast your crib, and we them real ones. Oh yes, we them real ones. Oh yes, we them real ones. Yes, we them real ones. Yes, we them real ones. Yeah.
Oh,
what's going on? I'm over here trying to figure out. These are very strong feelings. Wow.
Let's talk about the chocolate.
Oh. What's up, everybody?
What's good?
Episode 11? Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
Who would have thought 11 episodes ago we came back?
Like we never left.
Right. Like we never
After what? A 2-year hiatus? Was it 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, year and some change?
Yeah.
It felt like 2 years.
Right.
And the last 10 episodes was just us kind of warming back up, practicing, getting things together.
I like their practice.
Practice crazy.
Right.
Get back into the fields. But we got a whole bunch of stuff planned for y'all in the future, and we got a lot of conversations to talk about.
We really do. That's the crazy part.
That's crazy. Right.
Yeah. So tell your friends, tell your family to go ahead and follow the show. It's as simple as just taking the link that you're watching us now and posting it everywhere. And just
share it.
Yeah, just tell them. I think doesn't Twitch have like a little share feature? No.
Yeah. Yes. Let
me see. You would think they would.
I would think so. I know once upon a time they did.
Let me see.
I think.
Yeah, they do. If you guys would like some directions, and I'm doing PC version. I would assume that it's the same for your phone versions. But if you're on PC watching us, if you kindly go down under the gift a sub option, there's an arrow that points up. And if you hover above it, it's share. It's like an arrow that points up and then a half a box underneath of it. You can share that, and you can share it to different multiple websites, and you can also just copy the URL and share it that way. I don't know who is sharing stuff to Reddit, but that's crazy.
I'm like, who is sharing on Reddit though?
I mean, if you guys would like to, go right on ahead and share it on Reddit. Just make sure that whatever little sub site you share it on Reddit is appropriate.
Exactly, please.
I don't want a group of white. I don't want that group of white nerds that was downplaying Ironheart to be talking about.
Oh my god! Yes. Did y'all see that?
Too lethal.
What happened?
I wasn't surprised.
That's
but
a sad thing. I wasn't surprised either.
Wait, what happened?
The fact that they downplayed Ironheart.
It was a group, and I want to say his name is Neurotic or Nerd. Hold on, let me see.
Something like that, yeah.
Right?
Neurotic. I think it was Nerdotic or some shit like that. But anyway, he was holding like a whole podcast, I guess. Now, mind you, this podcast is like, it's nothing but white people. It's nothing but white people.
Oh, okay. I'm tracking.
And they pretty much said like, oh, this is before the show came out, by the way. But they were saying like, oh, what is the AI's name going to be? Shaniqua? Like they were just down. They was putting a whole bunch of weird.
They were doing that.
Yeah, like weird stuff. Like, mind you, the show hadn't come out yet. We didn't know how. Now, mind you, the show has come out and is actually getting better reviews. It's getting really good reviews. So it was just kind of weird that people were review bombing it.
Yeah, because they brought it down on what's that, Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah.
Yeah, and then Rotten Tomatoes had to restart it. And as soon as they restarted it, you instantly saw like everybody was giving it positive feedback. And I mean, since we're there, did you guys get to see Ironheart yet?
No, not yet. I've been wrapped up in work and school, but I plan on that though.
There's what, 3 episodes out now or 4?
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah. I saw it was a pretty cool video of Robert Downey Jr. and the young lady that plays Ironheart. They were like on a FaceTime call.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Like Robert Downey's like, look, I got you. You know.
I mean,
he's been doing a crazy press tour for Ironheart.
Yeah.
Robert Downey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw 3. I also got conspiracy theory. Well, not conspiracy theories. I'm pretty sure I'm 100% correct. I will say 1, the show's good. The show's good.
Good.
If you want to like really get into some character development and cultural things that will shape a character and the way she is, this will be good. Now, mind you, she comes from a comic book that got canceled, which I am pretty sure they're going to redo her whole story and a new rendition. Yeah, because there's no reason not to at this point.
So when am I supposed to watch this in the timeline? Am I supposed to watch this after Endgame or after Black Panther 2? Like, when am I supposed to watch?
Yeah, this takes place 6 months after Black Panther 2. So the events in this one is 6 months after the events of Black Panther 2, and it's supposed to be the Kickstarter for Doomsday when that comes out.
Okay.
Which brings me to my point of why they're doing 3 episodes every week. There's some people who want to be racist and they want to be like, oh, it's because they know nobody's going to watch it week to week. That's not the reason why. The reason why is because originally that stuff was supposed to come out earlier, but for whatever budgeting reasons, they had to like set it back. But they need the series to be done before Fantastic Four. That's my theory. And the reason is because it has something to do with what happens in Fantastic Four. And Fantastic Four comes out in July.
Yeah, that and the fact that these shows, nobody's watching week after week. Go ahead and people binge watch everything now.
Yeah. When Stranger Things come out, on a Friday, people are done with that series by Saturday.
That is true though.
They'll binge watch that. They'll be gone from the face of the earth for the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, where you been? Oh, I've been watching the shows, you know.
That's why I be seeming so long when the series come out, because we done watched it on the premiere day.
Yeah.
And we like, oh, I can't wait for the new season. Bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna do the same thing with the Squid Games.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna be on that too.
Wait. I can't wait. We binge watching that.
And then everybody be on Twitter. You have 24 hours to watch it. I don't care. Block me. Like, damn, bro, I gotta work.
That's exactly how they gonna be.
We are talking about this.
I think for any show or movie, you gotta give it at least a week.
I think so too.
I think so. I agree, Green. I agree, bro.
I think at least a week. In some circumstances, I would even say 2 weeks. Like if it's like in the middle of a month that you know there's no holidays or like time off, you gotta give them like at least 2 weeks.
Facts.
Because
I agree, bro. You ain't wrong.
People work.
People work.
You know? We can't all be, just staying in our mama's basement, being,
not the basement,
broken, poor, right, and racist.
What's up, RJ?
What up, RJ? Oh, congratulations, RJ, as well.
Oh, congratulations! Yes, congratulations are in order.
Yes,
RJ.
So, I don't know.
No problem, bro.
I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of, but the show is good. I do recommend everybody watch it. Yeah. Like out of 10, I would say is an easy 7.5 to 8.
Okay.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. So
you binging Squid Games tomorrow?
It's Bridge.
Yes. Oh shit!
Why was I about to talk and didn't even have my mic in front of me?
That's good,
missing the one part of the setup. Hello, everybody. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm trying not to sneeze. I don't know if y'all noticed, like I am holding my sinuses. I was watering the garden today, and I think it caught me and got me good.
Got your little allergy.
It actually cooled down over here, Bridge.
Man, I wish, bro.
Y'all got some really
good.
We had some thunderstorms last night, and it cooled down real good today. It was 68.
Okay, so it cooled down, and then like it heated up again, like it got really muggy.
Well, you said that it cooled down for y'all yesterday, right?
Yeah, but the day before too. But now it's like muggy again.
Because we supposed to get some more storms. Well, we were supposed to have between, I think it was 5-ish, but it didn't do anything. I'm about to check the weather now to see what's going on.
We in the armpit of Lucifer.
We surely is it. We surely is. Right in that joint. Lucifer.
Y'all can't hear my fan blowing in my mic, can you? No.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think good. Big Ups kind of brings up something. She said that she's binging Squid Games tomorrow. I think I might wake up early and just start playing all of season 2.
Have you seen them, Green? You seen?
I saw season 1 and I watched season 2, but I forgot the
wait. You never? Oh yeah, you gotta watch that, bro.
I've never watched it either.
It's good.
Because season 3 is out, right?
Not yet. It's coming out. Yeah,
it's coming.
I just know the little song they be playing.
I think you would like it, Bridge. It's a good. It's kind of like a psycho thriller, kind of.
Yeah,
psychological thriller.
Big Up said it came out today. Season 3.
What?
And she know.
Wait, hold on.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it, Dave. Don't watch it. We gotta watch it together. Don't do it, because he'll do it. He'll leave me.
Watch it, bro. King.
Maybe this weekend is gonna be me binging Squid Games.
Selfish King.
Not selfish King.
Do what you want to do for once.
Because that was quicker than last time. Because last time it took like 2 years for them to come out with a new season.
Yeah.
Dang, it did. Yeah, I didn't keep up with Squid Games.
You gotta remember, Squid Games came out when the pandemic was like at high, and
You
that's
know
how
what?
people
That's
got
a good
addicted
point.
to
You're
it.
right. Yeah. I forgot about
2021 maybe.
2021, 2022, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
that is true.
It was like around the same time that like other Netflix shows came out, like Wednesday, I think came out.
Oh yeah,
around the same time.
Wednesday. Yep, the girls love that.
You had Animal Crossing.
Yeah, we was on that
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
There's
We all-
roaches in my house.
Yeah, we all fell into the addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm about to sit there and be like, do I really need this Switch? Do I need it?
Yeah, I got mine still. I keep charging it and don't touch it.
I keep charging it. It's crazy.
I don't
It
even have.
stays
I
on
don't
the
have
charger.
one anymore. Mine gone.
I keep charging. Why are you taking it off charge?
She be picking it up and be like, and sit it down.
Yeah, I'll set it by my nightstand and play it before bed.
Like, I'm gonna put this in my work bag and don't never put it in my work bag. Don't never.
I was about to say, you got time to play that at work?
Girl, no. I got
Yeah,
barely time to
exactly.
breathe, to be honest. Sheesh.
Look, I should have took my stuff to work today because I was the only one in the office.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
You
right.
was.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So are you done through the holiday or no?
Who?
You.
We mean done for the holiday?
Like, are y'all starting the holiday now? As far because it's Friday. Like, when is Thursday?
For 4th of July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th of July is until Friday. I mean, yeah, next Friday. We get that one day off. That's it.
Oh, okay.
You don't get Thursday off?
Mm-mm.
I was talking with
I
Bridge.
don't
I
have-
thought you took the whole week off, bro.
Yeah. I don't have Thursday off either. I work all week. I go back to work Sunday and
You be wearing, bro.
they be wearing me out today.
Easy.
But that's off topic. That's off.
I know.
We're what are we doing here? I came in the
We
middle.
just got off of the Ironheart premiere.
Oh, have any of us watched it? Well, I'm
I
asking.
did.
I'm sure y'all did. I said so already, but
I
none
did.
of us watched. Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like it?
I said I gave it a 7.5 or 8 out of 10.
You
It's
watched
good.
The whole season.
Well, all 3 of the first episodes because
They didn't drop it like Netflix do. Oh,
nah.
Which is good. I like that. So we won't binge it all the way out.
Yeah,
people.
But I was saying
run
like I
straight
think,
through it.
I like to
think the
run
reason why
straight. I do. I like to run straight through it.
but I said like I think the reason why they're doing it 3 at a time is because they're trying to like get the season done before the Fantastic Four movie comes out because it has something to do with the next major movie.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to align everything perfectly.
Got it.
Yeah, because Ironheart was supposed to come out like earlier, but they delayed it for some reason.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. So it's
And then,
7.5, huh? Not a 9.
7.5 to
Not
8.
a 9 for Ryan Coogler. No.
Well, Ryan Coogler didn't really direct it. He's just the executive producer.
Oh, because they keep saying Ryan Coogler didn't write it.
Right.
Because he's the executive producer, yeah.
Okay.
So
Aw. I thought this was like directed by Ryan Coogler. Directed and not written, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's a lot of influence on his part.
Mhm.
It better be because he produced it. You better.
Yeah, the first episode. The first episode is kind of slow. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
It's kind of slow, but it's still like informative. The second episode isn't the best. You kind of have to like look. You have to kind of like look at the little stuff.
Okay.
You have to pay attention to the way certain people say stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Certain characters that's introduced. You gotta like focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
The third episode, it's fire.
Okay. So just bring kind of
You gotta
everything
let it build
together.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The third episode is fire.
People just want people to just go in there and just start fighting. You gotta give a reason why they fighting.
Yeah, I don't like stuff like that because to me it's not good. Like when it's
They want
like
a
that.
Daredevil. They want every show to come out like Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah, just action pack each episode, each moment.
They want a white hero to just come in and do whatever and be noble and forgetting the fact that almost every goddamn Avenger has a criminal background of some sort.
You know what? You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I never even thought about that.
Destroying
Like
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you Ant-Man was a career criminal before he became Ant-Man.
That is true.
Black Widow and Hawkeye were assassins before they came to Shield.
Let's not even get on Frank Castle.
Exactly. They all got bodies.
Let's not even talk about Punisher.
Right.
Let's not forget the very first Iron Man. We saw that man hit a dude in his chest and made him fly 10 feet in the air.
Yes.
And people are saying, but he never killed anyone. If you get hit in your chest
you
get lifted 10, you're dead. Okay, he's done.
Exactly.
He shot a missile into a tank and it blew it up from the inside. Trust me, they're gone.
Yes, they're not here. They
all got bodies. They all got bodies.
I mean,
that's very true.
So y'all talking about, oh yeah, she's a criminal and she shouldn't be carrying the Iron Man mantle. She's not carrying the Iron Man mantle. She's carrying the Iron Heart mantle.
Exactly. There you go, Green.
It's the difference.
There you go.
We acting like this is her first time we seeing her. She was in Black Panther.
She was in the last Black Panther movie. Yeah.
But they already mad about Anthony Mackie.
They still.
Yeah.
I figured they would.
Captain America's not black.
Well, he is now.
He's not Steve Rogers. It's a different. There's multiple Captain America.
I mean, but the comic books did the same thing. I'm not understanding the difficulty. Like you say, you're a comic book fan.
They're
and
not.
then
No,
this
they're not.
happens.
To do it.
Exactly.
That's all.
They
That's
don't want to see
blank.
us.
Yeah.
We are not superheroes. Yeah.
Y'all want us to follow a comic book? We did.
Exactly. Like you can't tell me you're a comic book fan and then be getting mad at stuff that happened in the comic book that's now happening in live action movies. Like it's like
even War Machine. Look, Rhodey was a black guy. Right hand man to Iron Man.
Yeah. And then I think what it is they're not saying too much about Rhodey because Rhodey technically didn't get a big spotlight. Rhodey was a sidekick. Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
And he didn't get his own movie. He didn't get his own show to kind of continue that legacy. He could have,
He could have too.
He definitely could have because he had a whole comic book series.
But they didn't let him continue. They pretty much said, "Oh, your legs are broken, and we're going to keep it at that." And it was just like, "All right, cool." But like with Ironheart, her comic book series was kind of shortened for the same reasons, racism, and now I think they might go back and revisit and bring the comics back. So for all black people, when they announce that shit, y'all need to go to your local comic book store and grab that goddamn comics. Just get it for the pictures if you need to.
Gave you that.
Right. You don't even gotta read it. Just look through the book.
Just
this is nice.
This is
put it in a protective sleeve.
Right.
So all you nerds that be going to the conventions, take it with you. You never know who might be there to sign it for you. You know, just have it for a collection. But you need the support. And I think that's what happened with this show. Like a lot of black people came out to support.
Oh, absolutely.
As they should.
Yeah.
Because we exist. Like I don't. That's just. I'm at this point, y'all, where it's when they use the word woke. Like, bro, why are you even using that? That's our word. First of all, like, why are you using it? Second of all, black folks exist. Like, we exist. Like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see me in different, aspects of art, comics, movies, shows, and stuff. Like, we exist. Like, that's all. Point blank. No one can convince me otherwise. They just don't want to see black people.
They don't.
In those type of spaces.
No, because we're not people to them.
And may I also say that
they'd rather watch funny cat videos.
There you go.
I mean, these are the same people that watch cats. Like, they made videos about cats knocking down toilet paper during the whole pandemic, where toilet paper was a necessity. So I don't.
I mean, speaking of toilet paper, wasn't somebody like doing Kobe fadeaways for people?
Yes.
But
Kobe fadeaways. Wait a minute. What happened? Hold on. I'm going back in time.
We know what I'm talking about.
America, y'all. America.
While Stores was out there talking about too many people, what Stores was like literally making it so you can only get like one toilet paper per person per household. is what they called it.
And a certain someone went to a country and was doing Michael Jordan jump shots with. Remember that, Pinky? You forgot?
Michael Jordan jump shots
with Rose.
With rolls of toilet
You can't make
paper,
some of this
boy.
stuff.
You can.
America. Like, people be talking about how embarrassing America is now.
It is.
America been embarrassing.
So
Yeah,
embarrassing.
it's been embarrassing. Yeah.
America has been embarrassing. We something else.
So embarrassing.
When people be like, y'all something else. No. Yeah, we the epitome of something else.
I would like to say
we-
them, not us, them.
I say we because we live here.
That's true.
So we gotta
But
be
more so them.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, the other country, when they look at us, they don't separate us. They don't give a damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're like,
yeah.
you from America? Oh yeah, we laughing at you.
Right.
We're laughing at you.
America. Yeah.
Because the stuff that's been going on the last couple of weeks in America is crazy.
You know what? Somebody on TikTok, I saw in this video today. I don't know if it came on your FYP, but I had to bust out laughing too at it because they were laughing at it. But they said the reason why homeboy threw bombs over, you know what I'm saying, what he did was because no one came to his birthday party. He got
Did I send that to y'all? Did I send that to you?
No, it came on my FYP. You might have, but I was crying laughing. I was crying laughing. I was like, it makes sense.
I kept watching it.
makes
I
sense.
don't know why, but it was so funny. She was like, just because nobody came to your birthday does not mean. And then the person that switched it was like,
I was like, this makes all of the sense. This is 100% why.
So hilarious. He needs so much attention. Somebody please put
Yes.
that thing in the old folks' home. He ain't.
I keep saying,
I'll
I said
take
this
care
to
of him.
enough
I'll put him-
people.
I'll put
and
him in the home.
I said this to enough people. I really think something mentally is going on with him.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Like they keep talking about Joe Biden. Well, they keep talking about Joe Biden. Joe Biden might be declining physically, but his mental state is there. That part, I'll argue down.
I don't even know about that either, but whatever. It's fine. If we want to compare apples to oranges, I'll take the apple.
Joe Biden is out there eating ice cream with the family, chilling, having a good time. People are having full-blown conversations with this man, and he is doing great. So I don't think mentally Joe Biden was ever declining. I think physically he was declining. But this dude,
early onset Alzheimer's. I'm gonna say it there.
Early, he's 78.
Early
It
on.
ain't early. It's not
it ain't
early.
early. It's right on time.
It's right on time.
There is no early. The man is almost 80 years old. That is not early.
And
I
can't wait till that dementia setting in.
I want to say this, and then we can probably move on because y'all know we be getting off
the
rails. But I really think we do need to put an age limit. I know it may sound like it's ageism and all this other stuff like this, but y'all, come on now. Like, we cannot have the silent generation run a country.
60 should be the cutoff.
Yeah, silent generations. These people are still alive, barely know what the hell going on with technology. Like, some of them are. I ain't gonna say all of them, but it's just not, that generation should not be running the country because their ideals are still the same as they were 50 and 60 years ago when they
40s.
were. Yeah, in the 50s and 60s. Some of them still have those same ideals, and I think like the country needs to be ran by current generations.
Absolutely.
Or maybe one up forward. I don't know if I want boomers running the country. But,
oh no. Just imagine your grandparents running the country and they don't even know how to work an iPhone or an Android phone properly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the boomers would be our parents.
No, I thought that would be our grandparents. The boomers?
No, the silent generation is our grandparents. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I want to put this out there. Barack Obama was only 47 years old when he became president.
Exactly.
Bill Clinton was only 46 when he became president. And both of those people didn't have any of these issues.
Absolutely not.
And one more thing, y'all, and I might have told y'all this. I seen a video or like a news blurb, right? So apparently, I don't think she's a congresswoman or maybe a senator. She's in that realm, right? 80-some-year-old woman, maybe she is. Apparently, they didn't quite know where she had been. she's been like not heard from for the last 2 months.
Mm.
Come to find out, she's in a nursing home.
Really?
With like Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that. She literally was. I don't know. She was in that realm, House of Rep Congress. Don't quote me.
Old.
They too old. They are. And
so they didn't know she was in there. They just found her in there. Like
they didn't know. I guess like maybe her family didn't notify or something.
Oh,
like that.
Okay. The family didn't notify the.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, her ass is in the damn nursing home in a
Can I point this part out?
Or whatever they want to call it.
This always amazes me, right?
Hickory Grove. That's where she at.
Hickory Grove. Shut up. Why
live
sound
in
like
America.
a pack of bacon?
Hickory Road Bacon. To a grocery store near you. With your maple bacon.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yes. But what always surprises me is that we live in was supposed to be the best country in the world, the most the technically advanced country in the world. We have satellites that can literally shoot a missile at a fly on someone's shoulder in the middle of Middle Eastern countries. We have all this technology, and you couldn't find an old woman in a nursing home. Why do my family need to notify you? You should know where I'm at.
Right?
I don't like. I don't know. I have to find it. I've seen it like on a couple of news sites, and I was like, "What?" I didn't like.
I feel like I don't like Green said. I don't like. Of course, I should notify you, but at the same time, I feel like I shouldn't have to because I'm a part of the government. Like you should know where I be.
I can't remember her name either. I'm about to Google that shit.
You violate all our other rights. Why do you violate her rights to find out where she was?
She's been gone for 2 months.
That's insane.
And she's been in a nursing home.
And they've been carrying on business. I know her desk piled up with papers and everything. They're like, well,
she over there. What you say in Hickory Grove?
Yeah, Hickory Grove, chilling,
eating Jello.
Yep, eating Jello.
Is it sugar free?
She don't care. She don't even know what she eating at that point. She don't know that she's eating. She should stand
eggs, scrambled eggs and stuff.
Oh my God, y'all! Let's not get canceled.
She is gone. She is living her best life right now.
Oh, that was crazy work. I don't know why those aides, not me because I was doing my clinicals, but those aides had them people. Everybody in the rooms, all the rooms were watching BET, watching Tyler Perry movies.
Are you?
Yes, everybody. Every patient that had a TV on, it was on BET.
Making that man more richer every time they watch it too.
Oh my God.
Like, goddamn, how many times can you watch The Family That Prays? Jesus Christ.
It's his best movie yet, though. That's his best one.
Because you remember I told you the lady, she's like, oh, she got a big ass. BET.
Like, Jesus Christ.
That lady, that dementia didn't kick in. She knew what she was looking at. She said she got a big ass. I was like, oh. Okay, Miss Mabel.
Well, speaking of dementia, I feel like Xbox thinks that we all got dementia because they announcing stuff as if we don't know that it already existed before it came out. Xbox then it came out with the Meta Quest 3S. Like that stuff didn't even exist. And then it said, you know what else we're gonna drop on you? A handheld.
Can't wait for that. It's gonna be lit.
Everybody was
so all that. Shut up,
wait,
I already have a Meta Quest 3. First of all,
all they're doing is doing an Xbox edition. That's all they're doing, correct?
Yes. They slapped that sticker on there, turned it black and green, and said, "Oh, this is the Xbox Meta 3S." The 3S already exists. First of all, second of all, the 3S, the 3S is a lower graded version of the 3.
But it's fire though. It looks sweet.
So it's going to be cheaper, and it's going to give you
it's expensive, more expensive. The 3S is like $300. This thing is $399.
Damn.
You said it's a lower tier.
Yeah, it's a lower tier than
Lower quality.
the 3. Yeah, to some point. Yeah. So if you want to get something more advanced, just get the 3, and you'll be fine. The 3S is supposed to be the cheaper version. It's kind of like the Xbox S.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be cheaper. That's what I said.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I would get something like
then the
this.
3,
Somebody-
yes.
Sweet, don't it say?
I ain't gonna like. I would get something like this. Somebody that already like my vertigo goes into overdrive with these VR headsets. So
Then just
I'm
get
not.
the
I
Meta
can't
Quest
drop
3S.
5-6K on these VR. So something like this would be up my alley. I ain't gonna.
No. What I'm saying is, you can get the 3S, the regular 3S, not the Xbox version. You can get the regular 3S for like $300.
Yeah, but I want them Xbox.
You should not be paying $100 for no paint.
So they
and
just
it's compatible with my Xbox controller.
Yep, and you get 3 months free.
All of them are compatible with your Xbox controller.
Wait, they are.
Yeah,
But do they? But does it come with 3 months of Game Pass?
Right, you know.
Most of us already got Game. I got Game Pass, and I don't even like Xbox. Like, I don't even think I'm paying for Xbox Game Pass, and I still have Game Pass.
I can't. This one, I don't know, bro.
It's great though.
Ziggy trying to be devil's advocate. Ziggy,
That is a waste of money.
Hey, what's
And
the
then-
fine print at the bottom? Did we read that? What that say?
Let me see.
Offered
Xbox.
delivered electronically during device activation after you sign into
Oh,
your
okay. That's
Microsoft account.
That's for the Game Pass. Gotcha.
Oh, it's only while supplies last as well.
It's
Okay.
gonna last.
Oh, and also the auto
It's gonna
renewal
last
turn
is
supply.
crazy.
Unless you cancel, you will be charged the 10 current regular membership rate when the promotional period ends. Select regions. Streaming limits also apply. So,
Yeah, I like to read the fine print. I like to read that. What that is?
Yeah.
number one,
They could be like, "We
you
told you it was in the flyer."
Right, right.
because most of the stuff is like weird. Like you can already with the three, at least I know, you can connect your Xbox controller. Hell, you can connect your PlayStation controller, and you can play it that way as well.
So my regular Quest that I have right here. Hold on, let me grab it. I gotta find a damn controller.
Yeah, the 3 or the 2. I don't know about the 2. I know about the 3.
No, it's whatever the one that Facebook gave. But I don't know. Maybe you can tell by the way it look. It ain't got the bubbles in the front.
That is the 2.
Okay. I can hook up to my Xbox controller or my PlayStation to this. To the 2.
To the 2, I'm not sure. You should be able to, but I know if you do the Steam, you should be able to play your Steam games on it with your controller. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Big Up says this looks just like my daughter's Quest 3 because it's probably your daughter probably has the 3S already. Because I have the 3. Yes, I have a fancy case for it, but it hasn't been opened in many moons.
So nice.
Well, when I got it, I thought this was going to be the new wave of gaming, and then, my friends never jumped on. So
mine broke.
So this is the 3.
I don't know.
As far as I know of, this is the most powerful one. It's the 3. You can tell from the 3 cameras on the front. And then I bought some attachments, so none of this stuff came with it. So don't. You get the 3, you still get that stupid band.
Yeah.
That will.
And it gets
break
dirty.
your neck.
It do.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't worry about it.
But I spent more money on accessories for something I don't even use. And Xbox said, we're gonna paint it black and green, and here you go. This is the first ever Xbox VR headset. No, how about y'all just create what y'all said y'all was gonna create? What happened to that whole little demonstration you got when it was like Minecraft and it was like a hologram and people were like playing with it a couple years ago? Pink, do you remember that?
A hologram?
Yeah, it was like they did a demonstration. I want to say it was back in 2019, maybe 2020. And they had it on stage. It was at E3, I think. And they were trying to compete with PlayStation's VR. And it was like, yeah, we're going to be working on this. It's going to take a couple years. and it came up with a hologram, and it showed like Minecraft build, and they were able to pick something up and put it on.
Oh yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna.
And it was like, oh, we're gonna use this for medical research, and it's gonna be in hospitals because then they'll be able to use holograms and holographic imagery to solve problems.
You know what they use that for?
Why would you demonstrate a video game with it then?
Because they was going to use it for video games and medical stuff. That's the way they was trying to say it. Technology was going to be beyond, and it was because of Microsoft that they did it.
Now I tell you this, it is in the medical. Let me tell you this, because I don't know how I ended up on the email, got CC'd on it, but I found this out since I'm not in the department no more. I can spell all the beans. But in EVS, they're using the the VR headsets and mimicking a hospital room. It could be like a patient's room or the ER room or surgery room, whatever it may be. And they're using the VRs to clean, to do like modules. You clean this properly, you got to mop this properly, you wipe this down properly, stuff like that. And I'm like, bruh, the VR, we need to do, or they need to do modules for that. That's insane. That is wild to me.
Here we go. I knew I wasn't crazy. I ain't dreamed this up.
No. That is crazy. Like simulations, yeah, nah. Yeah, that.
This BS. You wear the headset, but that's how it looks in your head. So it's supposed to be their own headset. What happened to that? What happened to the innovation of creating your own headset, Xbox? Why are you teaming up with Meta to do this?
Yeah, Microsoft and Meta, huh?
It's the most weirdest thing ever. It doesn't even look good. You didn't even change it.
I think it looks fine. It's sleek. It looks fine. I mean, like it don't look like no different from any other VR that's been made so far. It looks sleek
because it's already been made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's the look of it. Yeah, the look of it is nothing, but it's more so like you would expect them to do their own instead of partnering. It just seems like something to get a little extra change in their pockets. But I don't know if people are really going to buy this Xbox version.
They will.
You think so?
I don't think so.
They will.
I keep thinking about I think about how what's the name when not now the handheld maybe, but I'm thinking about how Luna, like how Luna went over. And,
people still play the Luna,
even though Luna still does, it still works.
Yeah.
They still play it.
I was even thinking about that.
The handheld is just the regular ROG Ally.
With
regular Ally.
Yeah, with the Xbox
logo.
Yeah, and the
buttons
and stuff, the buttons. Yeah,
that's it. It's the same exact thing.
Well,
it already exists.
And they're not advertising it as their own though. So
no, they are. They're saying this is the very first Xbox handheld. That is what they're calling it. We know that it isn't, but Xbox is calling it their first handheld.
No.
Yes,
they're lying.
We know that they're lying. but
they literally partnered with Asus. Asus does it, right? Asus.
Yes. This already exists. The technology that we're looking at right now already exists.
Yes.
Yes.
They didn't do anything special. They didn't create their own.
The only thing I think they did special was the handles.
Yeah.
Maybe the ends, the handles.
That's easy to say. That's easy to do. It's like, hey, make the handles and the buttons, like ours.
Mm-hmm.
And let's put access, like easy access to, let's do one touch to Xbox Game Pass.
RJ said he got the ROG.
Probably not this one. This is not out yet. Yeah.
No, this one comes out December, I think.
Yeah.
December or early next year. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're saying this might be like 1,000.
Why? For what? How many terabytes is on it?
What's the gaming laptop?
Well, I think it's the regular setting. So I think the first one is the Ally is supposed to be like 1,000, and the Ally X is supposed to be like 1,200, something like that.
Because I was like the Ally. What was the specs on the first Ally that came out? So And what's the specs compared to this?
If I'm correct from what I read, there's no difference between the first ROG Ally and this one.
What? And they're gonna want $1,000? The specs aren't better.
I think it's just an upgraded CPU chip.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Or
Okay,
APU is what they call it.
Yeah, are we gonna get some type of upgrade?
I think that's the only upgrade. But other than that, I think as far as the way that it plays and what games can it play, it's gonna be the same. You're gonna have the same. You can get the old one and still be fine.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about the Ally. The Ally they have 2 versions of that as well. The Ally and the Ally Extreme. So I wonder if they're gonna do both versions of the Xbox version.
Yeah, RJ got the one that's already out because he said his was 540. So that's the ones that are out right now. That's the Ally and the Extreme.
And sometimes that Ally gonna sell for like $350. So
yeah,
be looking out if y'all want something like that.
But people are saying like they're looking more for the software, I guess, advancements. But when they talk about the software advancements, so for instance, having the Steam operating system, the Xbox Game Pass, the Epic Store, being able to play your Xbox games, which is through the Game Pass. So I don't know why they keep saying it twice like that.
Well,
all
I
of
think
that stuff.
Part of it, Green, is so like with the Xbox Game Pass, I know there are some games I can't play on my PC. Like for instance, Fable, the Fable series 1 through 3. If I had an Xbox console through Game Pass, I could play it on net, but I can't play it on my PC. I don't know. It's different.
Well,
So,
I know.
Will I be able to play those on this?
No.
Those console Game Pass games.
No, so that'll stay the same because they just announced like a couple days ago that they're coming out with a new console or they're working on a new console.
Okay.
And their big thing for that one was that you'll be able to play all of your games.
And see, that's the
console.
issue I've been having with my Xbox. I want to play some of the older titles that I used to play on my Xbox 360 that I can access through Game Pass, but I have to have an Xbox Series S.
Yeah, so I think this one is more to say like, hey, any games that we have on the Game Pass PC side, you'll be able to play on this handheld. When we come out with our new console, you'll be able to play everything, including your Steam games on this new console. So it'll essentially be a gaming PC, essentially. So my thought is that's a little bit better, but not that much better when you think about it, because it's kind of like with this handheld, you're giving me the same stuff that a Steam Deck can do. Steam Deck has the Steam OS, and you can just have it so that's all you use. You don't use the Windows OS. You can just use the Steam OS for the Steam Deck. You can do the Game Pass. You can do Epic games. You have all that library. So technically speaking, why am I going to pay $1,000 for this when I can?
Does this have mirroring?
I think ROG Ally always had mirroring because I know the Lenovo Go Legion has mirroring. So
because I was about to say, like, you know how the PlayStation was it portable?
Oh yeah, it had the mirror.
Is it PlayStation Portable or
Portal?
PlayStation Portal.
Yeah. Whereas like they had to come out and say this is not a PSP. This is just a. I didn't know if it was something like that. But
no, I think this is both. I think this one you can actually go on a walk and it has its own save, but I think also Steam has the capability where you can do the remote. So if y'all on the same network,
the remote play.
Yeah. So if I'm playing on like Apex on my PC and then I want to go in my bedroom and continue the game, I can just pick up my Lenovo Go, press the stream, and it'll just pick up where I left off, and I can just play in the bedroom.
You know how it is. You got family come over. They're all in the living room. You like, I kind of want to. I got my
duck off. Yeah.
But you don't want to use the performance issue. You just want to mirror what you have on your PC.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So it should have that. If the Lenovo Go Legion has it, then yeah. And even Lenovo has a new handheld that's out now. I personally don't like it, but they have a new handheld now. So it's not like the PC handhelds aren't like a thing already.
Right.
They're on a second or third generation, something like that, of ones. As far as I know of, Lenovo, ROG, Steam Deck are the three leading ones. I think MSI has one too, but the MSI one I think is expensive as hell. But it performs like a mug.
That might be something we could look at. Green is like out of all of the not as so many of them are starting to come out. Like a ranking, like of Steam Deck, ROG, the Ally, like all of the handhelds, and like which one do y'all think is the best handheld?
Me personally, I kind of think the Steam Deck would be the overall best right now.
Yeah, like that's all I'm about to say. Yeah, like overall.
Yeah, I think the Steam Deck might be the overall, just for the price, the performance
what you get for it, yeah, bang for your buck.
Yeah, you get that Steam. Like,
library.
I'll be honest, my handheld, I like it. I love it. I really do. My biggest concern with it is because it has that Windows operating system, it drags a lot of performance issues.
Okay.
But from what I hear, Steam Deck is just like,
yeah, I got the first gen Steam Deck. Yeah. The only thing with I have the first gen Steam Deck. Literally the only issue I've had with it is the overheating because of the battery or whatever, the processor. But I think they said they fixed it with the second gen Steam Deck. They fixed that issue with the overheat.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll get real hot. Like you'll sit and try to play something. I'm like, who? A little toasty.
Right, little hot, little warm, a little heat.
I mean, it comes good. It plays good. Everything, loads up pretty well. Like no issue.
I mean, it's just a lot of questions I have about what Xbox is doing and why everybody's hyping them up. I mean, I get why everybody's hyping them up because they want to see this. But a lot of people are now saying like they're happy because this means that PlayStation games can be played on Xbox now because, through the Steam OS or whatever the case might be. But then my question would be, why would anybody want that? Like, wasn't that supposed to be the whole speciality of
each
having a console was like there's exclusive games that you can play on this one that you can't play on this one, and this one is like a. So I don't know. Like the whole thing is weird to me. Like it seems to me like the way that the gaming culture is kind of set is the same way that political thing is says. Like you have the Republicans, you have the Democrats, right? And right now the Republicans are kind of like delusional and not really seeing what's going on. And I'm not saying anybody in particular. I'm saying that's how I kind of feel about the whole three. I call them the major three. The three. I feel like Xbox fans, the extreme fans, not talking about you just like Xbox. The extreme fans are more so like MAGA right now, where they're not really seeing like there's some issues that need to be called out before it gets worse. And I said this plenty of times, like people get mad at PlayStation when they do stuff, but then fail to acknowledge the fact that Xbox opened that door. So the whole Call of Duty thing, Xbox had content exclusivity for years for Call of Duty. They lost it. PlayStation picked it up. Everybody got mad at PlayStation for doing it. And it was like, well, why can't we just play the DLC day one? But y'all didn't say that when Xbox was on it.
Right.
And Xbox constantly open these doors.
That's true.
Yeah, they always open doors and then get mad when someone else takes it. I wouldn't be surprised if PlayStation is just sitting in the back like, do whatever you want to do, we're going to do it too.
Yeah.
And so now that we finally have PlayStation games and they're saying like, I'm going to share it with Steam, I kind of feel like Steam kind of bit themselves in the ass and PlayStation just ain't saying anything, because what I think is going to end up happening is PlayStation's going to say, okay, well, since you did this backdoor deal with Xbox, how about we just not give you future games anymore? How about we just keep them to ourselves like we were doing, and we just keep it that way? Because if I'm going to give you my games and you going to give it to Xbox, and everybody's going to buy Xbox now because they can get everybody's game, why would anybody buy my PlayStation? So what's the point? I might as well just keep the games to myself and give people a reason to buy a PlayStation.
Right.
Yep. Give them a reason to buy it. Yep.
And let's be honest, Xbox really doesn't make as many exclusives as PlayStation or Nintendo.
Yeah. Especially not Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo is just kind of like chilling. Nobody ever say anything about Nintendo either. Like Nintendo don't give their games away either. They sue people.
Right. Right. If they even get a whiff of something that you might be copying, oh, they own it.
Yeah.
I can't even fly on Power World anymore because of Nintendo.
What?
Oh, you didn't know?
Mm-mm.
Nintendo sued Power World for they said that flying mechanic where you can ride one of your pals and just fly was a stolen mechanic from
a Pokemon game.
So the creators of Power World had to take it out.
We created fight in game.
Right.
They need to go through Steam and see how many Animal Crossing there is. They just don't use animals. All them farming sim. I got so many farming. I play them too, and I like it.
There you go. You said the bread. You're right.
Yeah. If they want to be like that, you know.
But this is my final point. My final point. Can someone, and I think me and Bridge had this conversation. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between Xbox and this person?
What?
You remember what the Soldier Boy console?
When he had the Soldier Boy console.
What's the difference? What is the difference between Soldier Boy and Xbox?
Is this a joke or?
No,
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. What is the difference between what Xbox did and what Soldier Boy did?
Soldier Boy was actually a high-rating game.
Yeah, it's true.
But they both took something that was existing, slapped a name on it, and said, "This is mine."
Well, one got more money than the other.
Well, that too, but I think maybe the Soldier Boy. I never know the full story of what happened with Soldier Boy, but maybe it was something that I don't want to say stole, but
he didn't do it.
It was just something that I don't know. I mean, like we get additions of things all the time. So you know, you get a little Xbox fridge. Xbox didn't make the fridge. You know, you get a little Xbox edition. You get little additions of things all the time. So. I mean, it's not a huge like, oh my God, you know, but it's kind of like, well, why do they do this when you are Microsoft and you could have just made your own handheld, you could have made your own headset. It's just giving lazy to me. That's all. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know if I want to compare it to Soldier Boy or not. It's just like big business coming together and doing so. You know, it was just an easy way for them to make some money. Instead of like, hey, let's get in the booth, guys, and figure out, put this together, do this again. You know, innovate. We don't feel like it. It just seems like they were like, we don't feel like it.
Got the blueprint.
Yeah, let's talk to Steam or Xbox or whoever. Let's talk to Meta and see what's going on. Let's talk to Mark Zuckerberg and all of them and put something and, you know, make some money, throw our name on it. And for an addition.
Meta?
For an addition. Yeah, because why not?
Because there's like better ones.
Blueprints. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they got blueprints. I feel like they have a vault and there's blueprints in there, and they could have chose from each or any one and just went with that versus just going with Meta.
It's like the picture I just showed you. They had the idea way before Meta even came out with the headsets.
Yeah.
So it's not like they didn't already prep to do it back then. So what happened? Why y'all just scrap the project and just said bump it? In 8 years, I'm gonna just slap my name on a MetaQuest.
I think they didn't want to put the time and the money into it. I don't think they wanted to put the time and the money into it. They didn't want to continue to gather the team, or maybe how they were treating the people that were working on it. You know, like that's been a big thing too with these developers and stuff like that, how they're being treated, how they're being paid or not paid. And There's a lot going on that probably underneath the surface that we don't know about, because Microsoft is like the face of innovation and all this stuff like that. They were one of the first, so and I do feel like they probably also don't think that they have to, like, it's like, well, I'm already there. I don't,
Yeah.
I'm Microsoft. Like,
right. I'm big dog.
Yeah, we don't have to do anything else. People are always going to need a PC. People are always going to use a PC. Exactly. David Ruffin. People are always gonna, use our products regardless. We probably use Microsoft products and we don't even know that they're Microsoft products sometimes. So hell, Microsoft could have helped make the damn MetaQuest. We don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with that too. So hey, Microsoft, like, we're Microsoft. I ain't gotta do what I want to do. So let me talk to Asus. Let me talk to Zuckerberg. Let's get an Xbox edition going, and let's make some money together real quick. Cause I ain't got. It was, like I said, it's giving lazy.
And I feel bad for all the people who's about to buy this shit. That shit's about to collect dust like a mug.
And that's, I think everybody that's bought a MetaQuest or whatever, because like you can only
sale.
you can only use it. Excuse me. You can only use it for so long. Until you start feeling a certain way anyway. So
45 minutes stops.
Yeah, for me, like an hour,
Tops.
So after a while, it's like, that's something that they need to work on as far as the VR as well. So but do we want to be able to use it for an extended period of time though? Like, what is it doing to our bodies, our vision? Is it causing some small, like, vertigo or anything like that? Getting dizzy, nauseous, whatever. Some of us that have motion sickness issues, stuff like that. So I think there needs to be a lot more that goes into it when it comes to making them safer to use and not giving us extra exterior cameras so we can see what's in front. All those funny videos they were showing back when they first come out of people running into things and breaking their TV. That might have been funny and all, but that was very dangerous.
Very much so.
And they've worked on that part of it, but I think about the health part as well. I'm sure they give you some little disclaimer when it comes on, and for people with what do you call it? They have seizures and stuff.
Oh yeah, seizure caution.
Yeah, they'll do that, but what is it really doing to us? I hate to sound like the little tinfoil hat person, but what are they doing to us as well, as far as these VRs, and do we want to be able to use them for an extended amount of time? Yeah, it's like not just even that, but just because the way I feel when I get off of VR, I feel like dizzy, like I just rode a roller coaster for an hour and a half or an hour. Yeah.
And a sim for an hour. That's what happened. You became the last sim.
The NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think they need to, like, if Microsoft wants to get into, making their own Xbox. Well, we're talking about the Xbox people, but Microsoft in general, obviously, if they want to get into making them, I would hope that they would employ some doctors and do a whole lot of more testing on how we can, and I guess this is my age showing word about this part of it, but on how we can effectively use a $400 and $300 apparatus, often, because when we find out that, hey, this was a waste of time, a waste of money, we aren't going to buy it. And people like us that have platforms, we will say, hey, like, it was a waste of my time and money.
Definitely waste of time. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It was I'll only when I did when mine did work, and mine is still like unexplainably broken. I don't know what's wrong, whatever happened to it. I had a MetaQuest 2 collecting dust on my closet behind me. And we use it mostly to play Beat Saber. And that was about it. I tried to play Among Us, and I could have threw up when I got off of it.
Oh,
so
all the motion
sickness. Yeah. just like and I was sitting still because you don't have to walk around and do all that when you play Among Us. But it's just like all the turning around and and chasing people and figuring the mechanics of it all doesn't feel good.
Yeah, tell you up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good for some folks, and I'm wondering what they can do about that.
Yeah,
And I would like to see Microsoft do something about that because they did the ergonomic controller for the disabled kids. I remember that. They've done that. That was like a big thing. So it would be nice for them to go that route if they want to, and see what they can do about that with doing a new generation of their own headset.
I'm gonna need Nintendo to step their game up too.
You are not gonna let up off their neck.
No, I'm just saying, like, if we're going into this, because remember when all three of the big three used to like come up with new products like almost damn near every other month, or they would at least make announcements. Like when Nintendo had those little soldier toys you put on. What was it? The Wii?
The amiibos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was a good technology. I wish they would just continue on with that kind of technology, or even the
Connect.
how they had the Pokemon Go. They had those little Pokeball things that'll help you capture people without being on your phone, so you can just kind of walk around.
I forgot about that. The Pokemon Go.
Just you
like
want something
like
a little
that.
more interactive.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like just innovate. Like for instance, PlayStation's coming out with their very first fight stick. They're already planning the PlayStation 6.
That's what they said. It's in production.
That's what they said. Yeah.
And then they're also doing, which I want to say this because I know somebody's watching that I had this conversation with. I told y'all the PlayStation Portal that PlayStation always just comes out with a product as a tester. I told y'all that. And I said the PlayStation Portal was a tester. And I was not wrong because PlayStation announced they're coming out with another handheld. All these things that PlayStation does is just testings. So they have that. Xbox, if you want to include the headset, I guess the headset and the handheld. And like I just wish we had that more like when there was more innovative things coming out. Like Nintendo had when the original Nintendo came out, they had that little speed thing that you can do the track run with that came with the Duck Hunt and the Mario game. They had the little blasters so you can play Duck Hunt. It was like just a lot of accessories that they made themselves.
Yeah, that came with it.
When do we get that stuff? Like when do we get better stuff like that? When do we get like
Well, I think they want things to be so much more virtual. You thinking about having more like tangible things to play with, like what you mentioned, Duck Hunt. It came with like a little rifle or something, and you shoot it at the TV, and I think they want things to be a little bit more virtual. That's where the VR comes from, and all of that.
On the go type stuff.
Yeah, on the go, virtual. People
want a vibrating vest. That would be dope. A vibrating first-person shooter vest that you put on and you feel all the hits
from Nintendo. Yeah. A family-friendly brand.
It doesn't have to be from Nintendo. It could be from PlayStation or Xbox.
It'll be Splatoon. There'll be paint flying from the.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, no mind.
Yeah, Green wants things to be a little bit more interactive, while the innovation is to go towards being virtual.
But even that innovation is like because so for instance, Xbox now has a headset. PlayStation has two. Nintendo technically has one, but it's old. And I guess MetaQuest has one. Who else has one? Oculus is still going.
Well, Oculus
it's expensive, but it's still going.
Oculus is Meta though, correct?
Oh, is it?
I thought so. Yeah.
Oculus is the Meta.
Then what's the other one I'm thinking of? The Hive.
What's that?
Who makes the Hive? Let me see.
Yeah, so the Oculus was merged with medical ring.
Mm-hmm.
The HTC Vive. That's what I meant.
HTC. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's the expensive one. And then I think someone else has one.
Doesn't Steam have one? Steam VR? Does Steam has its own VR?
I know they have a VR client. You know, like that.
I know most of the headsets
tool.
you can. Yeah, they have the tool.
Yeah, it's called the Valve Index.
Oh yeah, the Valve. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because the Valve Index is also one of the expensive ones too.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says refurbished $1,200.
Yeah.
Jeez, did you say 1,200?
Refurbished. Recently worn.
Right. Insane.
So,
gently used.
Not gently used.
Yes. So, but while we're talking about this, and I want to do this story because we haven't been doing the Reddit questions in a minute. So I kind of want to get back to it. So I want to get y'all opinion on this story. I'm gonna shorten it up because this thing is a long.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's long.
So I went to Chat GPT, of course.
Dang, why are you screaming at us?
I'm sorry about that.
He was excited.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what? Black man's
I went to Chat GPT. So he was about to start.
Hey,
right.
Everybody better start using Chat GPT at this point. So it says
effectively use it.
It's just about how you worded it.
Mm-hmm.
So this story is about a 19-year-old female who is dating a 26-year-old man. So the woman writes in and says, I've been seriously sick with the flu and pneumonia, experiencing high fevers and migraines. My boyfriend, who is 26, so keep those ages in mind, who lives with me, initially stayed home to care for me, but quickly became impatient and dismissive of my needs. Despite my severe illness, he got annoyed, and when asked to pick up medicine and continue playing loud video games in the same room where I was trying to rest. When I asked him to either move to another room or use headphones, he refused, saying it would ruin his gaming experience and accused
bro?
me of treating him like a nurse. Eventually, he left to stay with a friend, and my mom is now helping me. I feel conflicted, hurt, and unsupported, but also unsure if I'm overreacting since I'm not a gamer. Am I the asshole?
You know she's 19 for even writing this shit.
Exactly. There you go.
And you got this grown, because I know we're considered grown when we 18, and it, like, even with like when you're 26, think about how mature you were at 26 compared to now. Like,
exactly.
Both of y'all, like, no, you're not the asshole for asking that. Yes, he's the asshole anyway for just being an asshole. But
you're right,
no, you're not the asshole for asking that. I mean, if he's your boyfriend, he lives with you or you live with him. He lives with you, correct?
Yeah.
So a 26-year-old man has depended on a 19-year-old woman for housing.
Yep.
If you don't break up with this slow ass son of a... Next question.
Like, oh, you want to take care of me and my illness? Get out.
Don't
go.
stress
Bye.
me out. Don't stress. You got pneumonia and what now?
Mind you, none of this portion, and I'm gonna go to the first one just to make sure.
Y'all ain't got no kids or nothing. I'm sorry, Green. Nothing. No. Y'all ain't got no ties. Probably don't even share a damn pet cat or nothing. Nothing.
I want to say he doesn't work.
Not us both falling back.
Because it says, like, the summary at least says that he's staying home to care for him. Or care for her. So
that don't mean he got a job. He could just be in
if I'm staying home, I'm staying
outside.
out. But he's playing video games all the time, so it
And
can't be.
I know you read the Chat GPT version, but I just ran across this, and it says, I asked him a couple of times if he could please use his computer in the bedroom to play his games on. That way, he could play video games without me being an inconvenience. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay. And I could get some rest without feeling worse because of the bright lights and loud noises. You're an inconvenience. You being sick is an inconvenience.
Well, you know what? Big Up just wrote.
Girl,
I
if
mean,
you
the
don't.
gaming acoustics do be popping in the room. I'm kind of on his side now.
Hey, man.
I'm back on his side.
How about this 26-year-old grown ass man go find him an apartment and game all the damn day long he wants to, instead of relying on a 19-year-old for housing?
That's crazy.
19. You ain't got no business being with her no way.
There you go. There you go. That was it right there. There you
But
go.
here's the interesting thing too. All was fine on Monday when it was my first day of being sick. My boyfriend would sometimes bring me water and get me salt crackers. However, his patience ran out pretty fast. I asked him to please get me some aspirin from the pharmacy, and he got annoyed. The pharmacy is about a 3-minute walk from my apartment. But I was not looking forward to an argument, so I got it myself.
Baby, he be gone so fast. You can get the hell out.
What? Hold on now. If she could go get it herself.
She got pneumonia, Green. She ain't supposed to be moving.
And the flu.
Right. She supposed to be in the bed.
Do you know pneumonia can kill you?
Right. Her lungs is not expanding the proper way.
Obviously, he don't value her life either. He
Right.
What? No. He's using her in the first place. Next question.
Oh, to Big Up's point too. It says after the part where he said, can you go in the bedroom? That way he could play video games without me being an inconvenience, and I could get some rest without feeling worse because of the bright lights and loud noises.
Yeah,
he did not like that suggestion. He said the graphics on the computer isn't as good as it is on the TV, and was like, do you just want me to be bored and not do anything while I'm taking care of you? This man is wilding.
Wow.
And she wrote into, am I the ass? No, is he the asshole? You should have said, it's my boyfriend the asshole. Why are you? You shouldn't have even made it to the site to even write. He should have been kicked out of your home immediately.
I didn't. I'm not agreeing, Tig. I'm just saying these are,
yeet.
It kind of makes sense. Sometimes the argument kind of.
She needs to buy him a better monitor for his PC.
Could that be a solution?
4 letters, 4 word. Yeet.
You want me to go to another room? Can you buy me a new monitor?
She don't need that, man.
Buy me a monitor to take to the bedroom.
Lord have mercy.
Buy me 100-inch screen TV.
Yeah, that annoyed the hell out of me. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm irritated.
Yeet.
4 letters, 1 word. Ooh.
Right. Yeet.
It could be.
I can't.
But it's only it's only ammonia. Like,
it's
pneumonia.
It's only. You'll be better in
ammonia.
It's only a little sickness. You sneeze, you cough. You got a sore throat for a couple of days. You'll be up in a couple of days.
A sore throat.
But then that makes me think, like, how long did she have the flu?
A while, long enough time for it to turn pneumonia.
But I mean, this sounds like she's been sick like for months. The way that it's saying, like,
pneumonia, new shirt,
I mean, like, interesting.
I don't like this. I don't.
Interesting.
I'm just curious, like, how long was she sick, and how long did this? Because if it's like, oh, you've been sick for 6 months, I can kind of understand him getting frustrated to a certain degree.
She wasn't sick that long, Green.
You think it was like just a week
she
or
just
so?
said like the first day that she asked for him to go get the medicine. And he was
No,
always
she
on
said
it.
everything was cool that week up until she had to go get the medicine. So he was taking care of her before.
So a week
And,
she's been sick.
yeah,
My
just a
dear.
week. Okay. Okay. I guess. Fellas, take care of your woman. Now I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally.
Mm-hmm.
The 19 to 26 was a red flag for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
saying
go.
because of the
Yeah.
age difference. It's more so because the 19-year-old had her own apartment and then the 26-year-old moved in with her.
Right.
That part was the red flag for
Oh
me.
yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, that's why I'm annoyed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like that irritates
And the
me.
mom let that happen?
Exactly. Where her we just going too far. I know we want a backstory because guess what? We're mature grown adults, so we want to know
Mhm.
what the hell is really
What's
going on.
What's really
Right.
going
Yeah.
on? What's the
Y'all
full
know
story?
when you have kids that get to a certain age, there's nothing you can say anymore. They are
Oh hell
grown
no,
adults.
no, that's a damn lie. I'm gonna say something.
She is a grown adult.
Shit.
She
I
has
bet
a
you.
place of her
Yeah,
own.
who helped her get that place at
There
19?
you
Come
go.
on now.
There you
Own
Look,
go.
she
place,
didn't
my
say
own.
who helped her. She just said, I have my own apartment. He moved in with me. I'm assuming he's giving her money towards the apartment. I would hope so. Maybe paying some of the bills or something.
He
But
got his whole gaming set up there, so yeah.
exactly.
Either way,
So I would
no.
assume he's paying
Mm-mm.
something.
Where are her
So you
Say
guardians?
y'all did everything your parents told you to do at 19.
Where are her respective
exactly.
guardians? Did I
Wow.
do everything my mama
Green did. Green was a nice young man.
I feel like that I was
I was in the
raised
streets.
and I
Streets of-
listened. So nobody had to intervene when I was 19.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Bridge.
doing
I agree.
anything too wild and crazy, you know. I definitely would have been living with no 26-year-old man at 19.
Bridge has some sense.
I would have been scared to do it.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't have trusted him. I would have been like, this is weird. I don't trust you.
How was I? Was I 18 or 19?
I didn't even have an apartment. I lived in the dorm when I was 19.
I lived in the dorm.
I
Yeah.
was either 18 or 19. I was going to this time I was going to Specs Howard, and I had a guy. He wasn't quite 30 yet, but he was. I think he
Yeah.
was 29, trying to talk to me.
Oh,
I would have been so scared. Like I was afraid of grown men at that age.
Yeah,
Because like I mean, for those of us that developed pretty early, well, it was early back then, not no more. Now you got breast at 9, but I digress. When you're 15 and like you at the store with a 60-year-old man try to holler at you, you just get scared automatically. So if I'm like 19 and some 20-something-year-old man, 26-year-old. Now, if he was like 21, that would have been different. But
Yeah.
like somebody 25 and up, maybe even 24 and up at 19 seems so old to me. And I would have been like, yeah, no, this grown man is weird.
True.
That's how I would have felt.
And I told him my age and everything. He was like, I want you. I was like, oh, no.
I mean, yeah, we had them same
Big
problems.
upset I
We were
wasn't living
like,
with one, but I was sleeping with one.
these
Yeah, like,
aunties trying to take, and we
you know, that's just a 5-year age difference. That ain't too bad, you know. And the mindset, whatever mindset y'all had, was fine because it is situational. Because I myself, my partner, he's 8 years older than me. But when we met, I was 24 or 25. So I definitely probably, I wouldn't have looked at him at 19 for sure. And been like, no, I'm 19, he's 27. I wouldn't have really looked at him like that at the time because I just walked across the stage last year. What the hell? You know, it was just
right.
I was trading CDs with my buddies.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we were listening to Destiny's Child and shit, you know, like right.
Shoot.
Like, like I couldn't imagine trying to like build a life with somebody and then writing on, am I the asshole over a 26-year-old man that he should know how to take care of you when you're sick by then. But obviously he was not raised in that right. So
well, he got her like crackers and stuff.
No, F all that. Nope, green. Ain't no
justification. He barely did that.
We don't like it. He did it for one day and then didn't want to get her no aspirin when she needed. This man is terrible. Get this man out of your home, out of your life. He does not care about you. He does not love you. He is the complete asshole.
I will say, and it's not because I'm a man. It's just because I'm in love. There was a time, like anytime my wife gets sick, I pretty much drop everything.
Yeah.
And just to make sure she's okay. Not because like it's the thing a husband's supposed to do or a thing a boyfriend's supposed to do. It's because that scares the fuck out of me.
And you
that's somebody you care about, and they're like hurting, and you just want to make sure like you good. Like what's going on? So there's times when I've just stopped gaming for like weeks, just because I'm making sure she good. So I don't know. Like we can joke and stuff about it, but yeah, he's wrong. Dead wrong. And I would even say he's probably cheating on you, shorty.
Probably
he seems annoyed with you.
Yeah.
And he seems annoyed with you because he got someone else speaking into his ear the things that he wants to hear. And
he probably called her cheating.
Maybe.
That's why he shut down.
Because I'm like, and again, because Ziggy, because there's so many scenarios. Because then why would she think she's an asshole?
Right.
What are you feeling guilty about, man?
What are you guilty about? See, Green brother.
So many ways.
I'm tired of us being the bad guy in these Hallmark stories.
It could be. I was
films.
Oh no, the one film Tyler Perry did, we was the hero. What's the one where he smacked a girl across the counter?
Oh yeah, girl? She deserved it. No, that was a Family That Prays.
Yeah.
She legit deserved it. Listen, I ain't know. It was Sanaa Lathan, Rockman Dunbar, and Sanaa Lathan, Rockman Dunbar.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You told him that the son wasn't even his; it was her boss's.
Yeah, that was crazy. You know what? I don't be justifying that.
Yeah,
that was justified.
I don't justify DV, but hey, ma'am.
Hey, she was going off the handle.
You had the nerve to be smug about the shit too.
Hey, like, in front of company too.
My son is a cop, right? You did,
and threw money.
That was the only like film that I've seen Tyler Perry give like the appropriate consequences because her and her son was in that rinky-dink motel room.
Yeah. That's why I always say that movie was his best one. Like that movie was his best body.
Which one?
I don't care. The Family That Prays.
The Family That Prays. I haven't seen it. I stopped watching them.
Yeah, that one's
good. It was very early on. That was like one of his first. That was his first. Off from Medea. That was like his first movie that he didn't do.
I think the last one I watched was Why Didn't I Get Married? The one with Janet Jackson.
Yeah, the first.
Yeah, this one was.
That was the last one I watched, and it was a good.
Yeah, it was before that.
Okay. Yeah, I like Why Didn't I Get Married, but after that, I was like, okay, I think
you've had enough.
Yeah, I would say the Why Did I Get Married and The Family That Prays was probably his best two movies.
Yeah, because that wasn't bad. I was like, I think I'm gonna stop on
the first one.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Because the second one, isn't that when he got like cancer or something?
Yeah. Yep.
That's too much.
He gets cancer and then he kills old dude in a car accident.
Yeah, Malik Yoba. I couldn't believe it. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
It didn't even make sense.
No,
it didn't.
He didn't do nothing. Janet did it, and it's her fault. And to this day, she was wrong. And then he just gonna write in, and then you fall in love with The Rock a couple months later.
Yeah.
No, like be single forever.
Yeah.
You deserve to be.
I didn't like the way he ended that movie. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It
was like no consequences for what she did. None.
Malik don't never use chapstick. Oh my God. Big up
Why
you
did he give her
crazy.
the treatment that he gave that girl from what was that movie? Temptation.
Oh, when he gives her AIDS and she turns
Oh
into
my
Oh,
lord.
wait. He
yeah.
directed that movie too? I don't remember that.
Yeah, It was called Tyler Perry's Temptation. Yeah.
Temptation?
Yeah, you gonna throw
Oh.
his name on it.
Judith.
No, you gonna throw his name
That
on it.
that movie was way too much for me though.
There's too much green. I agree.
It was
That's
a lot.
Hey, look,
Temptation was a lot.
He'll be doing too
Calvin from
much.
the House of Pain.
Yeah.
What's his name? I know his name, but he was on that mug whining so much.
was.
Judith.
It was too much. She was getting her back blown out.
He was in love with
Put
that
through the
was his
mattress.
boo-up.
I'm sorry.
Why did,
I'm sorry.
why did,
I didn't like how fast she got bored with their marriage. I didn't like that.
Real fast.
I know things happen, but like I needed
Yeah.
Tyler Perry was known for drawing things out, but when he needed to kind of draw
Mhm.
things out a bit, he just, you know.
Yeah.
I think it was trying to be implied, like here was these two country bumpkins, I guess,
Yeah. And
Mhm.
yeah,
and now
she
they're
got into
finally into
Yeah.
a fashion life.
well,
Mhm.
she was. He wasn't. He was just a regular old
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he was still
Mhm.
Well, he
regular
was
Dago.
he became a pharmacist, so he
Yeah, but
was
that's
Mhm.
all. You know, something very normal, regular.
Mhm.
He
yeah.
remained who he was, regardless of where he was.
He wanted
Mhm.
to help people. That was his
Mhm.
like motivation. As long as he was helping people, he didn't care.
Mhm.
Hers
Yeah.
was kind of like because wasn't Kim Kardashian in that movie too?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She
So
played
I
like
think
her
she got
coworker or
like
something.
influenced by the high class girls, and
Mhm.
she was like, "Oh, I deserve better because this millionaire likes me. So why would I be with this country bumpkin
Mhm.
when I can, you
Yeah,
know?"
I
Because
just
he's a
didn't like
provider.
how fast she got turned. I didn't like that how fast she got turned off and turned out. I didn't like that. That was like it was really
Lost and
fast.
turned
It
out.
Olivia the slave.
it was also the aspect of she lost her way through
Yeah.
Christianity too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They try to put that so.
Yeah, but when did we ever see them go to church together and do all these things together? Never. You know, I could see if they were like showing them. Yeah, Tyler Perry again. We can get in this whole Tyler Perry thing because y'all know how I feel about him. But there are something like he be missing things. Like he just be missing
Mhm.
the mark with some stuff. Like he just
Mhm.
be
Oh, he
Be
don't care no more.
cruising past
yeah.
it like,
Mhm.
don't forget you missing your exit. You missed the
Yeah.
exit. Oh.
He said
He'll write, and then like,
Mhm.
fuck it, I'm gonna get off the plane now. Like
Mhm.
we're gonna finish it
he's
now.
he said I got a
Mhm.
multi-million-dollar deal with BET. I got a multi-million-dollar deal with
Yes,
Netflix.
yes, of course.
I own my own studio, and it's to the point where other major movies are being shot at my studio. As long as I keep up my income, I don't care. I'll give you
Listen,
trash if I need to.
he is bougie Tubi.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
He is Tubi
Yes.
with money.
yeah,
And he always has been. You know, I
Mhm.
know we
yeah,
loved
yeah.
his plays and everything else. But you know, when you think about his plays, when you think about his, you know, when people go back, like, I miss the old Tyler Perry. Do you
They were the
think
same.
about those plays? Yeah. You got to cook and clean it, wash
I hated that shit.
everything. And then you got Miss Ella hitting splits.
Yes.
I
on
I
hated
don't
that
want
shit.
I don't want that. I'm good. I'm
You
straight.
know. Doctor,
Right.
doctor.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
I'm good. I don't want that.
Do
Mm-mm.
y'all really want the old Tyler Perry back? But he's
I
gonna do a
mean,
Medea movie. He has a deal with Netflix too, y'all too. So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
he's coming out with a wedding movie, a vacation
Mhm.
wedding movie
Mm-hmm.
next month with Medea
Yeah,
in it and
yeah.
Brown and all of them. You know,
Medea's family vacation or some shit,
I'm
shit
not
like that.
against. I'm not against it. And him employing folks, I'm not against none of it. But like when he starts to do these like serious play and do all your little crazy stuff with Medea, you know, she's the character that's supposed to do those things. You know, crazy wild grandma, whatever, just wild.
Mhm.
You know, Medea got to be like 102 by now. But okay, anyway,
Yeah. Right?
you know, play, you know, do all of that with her. But then when you start getting into like really good cinema, you're using your eye. He has a good eye, And for the artistry and like they said, the cinematic and the way it looks, you watch Mia Copa. That is a beautiful movie.
That's a real good movie. I like
It's
that.
not good, but
What
it's
movie?
a beautiful movie.
Mia Copa.
Mia Copa.
Yeah.
It
I like
looks
that
really
one.
well. He has beauty. He knows how to employ beautiful people and catch your eye.
It's nasty.
It had a nasty moment.
Yeah.
It did.
For Tyler Perry?
For Tyler Perry, it was nasty. And that's the thing, like that's what he's doing now. He's like, y'all not used to me doing this. I'm going to give you a shock factor, but it's only one shock factor moment in the movie. Just like when people was like, oh, hyped up about Mia Copa. That was one time.
It was one time.
Just when they pulled that man out the casket in the beginning of Divorce in Black.
Oh, yeah.
One time. We didn't get no other real action. Nothing. Just the fact that dude was just kind of crazy.
What movie was that again?
Divorce in Black. Yeah. So he does this big boom shock factor, either beginning or the end, or like right in the middle. Like you can kind of time it with him. So it's very predictable, but he does have an eye for like cinema, like the way things look. I think he makes very beautiful pieces now. The quality is there. The quality of the writing and the story is not. And I think
is the movie where they pull the guy out the casket, is that the one where the mama directs the brothers to pull?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Get him out.
No.
Well, that whole movie was a little wild too.
It's just but you know what? I think about this because I think we all have a lot to say about like Tyler Perry and what he does and what he doesn't do and everything. Maybe we should do like a rewatching of some things sometimes. And
I can't do it.
I know you can't.
I can't.
I personally like. I know it's bad. And I shouldn't patronize it because I do talk shit about it. But I also personally like to watch bad black TV and bad black. Yeah, like I do. I like to watch it sometimes because I just want to see how bad it gets. I'm like, why? I was like, how bad is it going to get? It's like so entertaining.
I love Tiffany the Doll. I still think that's a cinematic classic right there. You can't get no better than that. Tiffany the Doll.
Bad. It was so bad. Yeah, we watched Tiffany the Doll in Discord. Yeah, you wasn't there, I think. But we had started a thing in a Discord where we had started watching bad black films and bad black shows and shit. And like there's a show on Tubi called Tiffany the Doll. It is so terrible.
It's a horror movie? It sounds like
it's supposed to be a horror movie. Yeah. It is so bad. It's like it was about a haunted sex doll.
Yeah.
A haunted life-size.
I don't even know if it was haunted. I think it was supposed to be like Megan.
Yeah, like it just went, no, yeah, it went bad. Like it went left, like the technology in it or something.
Because it was a couple of them.
Yeah,
a couple of them went bad. Yeah.
And they started like
these plots
killing people. Big ups. It was the greatest movie ever made.
It was. It was truly cinematic.
Teague said that don't explain anything. Breed.
That's crazy word.
The part where the doll is like coming down the steps and the dude got a gun and he's tripping over everything instead of just shooting the gun.
Pinky said she gonna
and she just like with a knife just slowly coming.
Remember when she decided to dodge the bullet? It wasn't like she was like dodging like, oh shit. She literally did like this.
That bullet was slow motion like a mug.
I gotta see this. This.
Watch it on Tubi. It's so bad. And did they come out with a second one? Or no, Jagreen was just joking. Yeah, no, it's Tiffany the Doll. It's bad.
I gotta see this.
But Tubi has a lot of the movies. I saw another one. I don't know if it was on Netflix. I think it was on Netflix though. It was from Nigeria. That was pretty good. And all I remember the plot being was the woman, I think we might have watched it in Discord too. The woman had a best friend. She moved to a different part of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And she got a successful career. She had a boyfriend, She worked at this lawyer place or whatever. And her best friend who grew up with her in college ended up getting a job at the same place. And then that same friend was trying to like steal parts of her life the whole time. And although it was like a Nigerian movie, and it was kind of like, I don't even think it was Nigerian. I think it was like, it was a different country in Africa. It was an African movie. But although they didn't have the budget, it was actually pretty good. It wasn't a bad movie. I will say that. It was very well written. The videography might have been but it was a very well written movie. It's like, I do think, like, especially Netflix, they're getting into the point of like finding the not high popular companies movies, and they're like putting them to the forefront. So like, I think they have a whole section where you can find movies made in Africa.
I got into it like a couple of years ago, and they have like there's a really good show on there too that I watched. It was like this steamy, crazy, weird, like love story, drama, suspense going on. I got to remember the name of it, but it was like I think it was an actual Netflix original. It was a South African. They have like a huge list of South African movies that are actually really good, or just shot really well. They look really good. They have rom-coms on there and everything. Yeah, like it's really good.
We still gotta watch our show.
Yes.
I'm gonna fly down there. Not fly, but drive down there.
Got to.
Get show.
Straw.
Or I'm gonna come down there.
Isn't Straw a Tyler Perry movie?
Yeah.
Straw. Yeah, it is. That's good. I watched that. That was good.
I'm trying to see what movies they had.
I liked it. Y'all didn't like it? I liked it.
I didn't watch it. Once I heard the plot of it, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not watching that shit.
It was good. It had that shock factor.
Did it?
Yeah. Again, he one time. And everything was just punched up to the dramatic. But I wonder if he had that, if there was a reason why he had it all. In her view, in her point of view, did everything seem so mean and dramatic and stuff, you know? I started to think about that too, but maybe I'm giving Tyler Perry too much, you know. I'm giving him too much. I don't think he thought that far ahead, but anyway.
If you guys have ever wondered in another Netflix series, I've been like watching it, but I don't think I ever talked about it. It's a show called Alice in Borderland. And it's a I want to say it's, is it Korean? No, I think it's Japanese. I think it's a Japanese show. And it's kind of like, it's very obviously it's inspired by Alice in Wonderland. But it's like people disappear from the real world and they get trapped into almost a alternate universe where the world is still in existence, but only the people playing this special game is now in this world. And you have to play these mini games in order to survive, to collect these cards. And you have to collect all 52 cards. And if you can't pass a game, you're gone. They kill you. And the way that it's set up is that the way that they die is if you lose a game, a special unibeam comes from the heavens and kills you wherever you are. Doesn't matter if you're in a building, if you're underground. It just, I think it's a good show. It's a good show. And then when I found out, like, yeah, it's pretty good. I recommend it.
I like different. I'm starting to like different things. Like at first, like the sci-fi and all that stuff, and even actions used to be kind of like boring to me. But I'm starting to like this different because it's how many love stories can we write? How many rom-coms Like, how different can it get? How many? Oh, I bumped into you happenstance. Oh, I ran into you at the coffee shop.
The coffee shop.
Subway. I don't know. It's just like, how many ways can we do it? Even though I still like them and I still like to watch them, but
I mean,
I like kind of water.
People always find new ways to kind of improve the every genre. Like, for instance, even now, like, you see the most famous stuff, like anime, for instance. How many different animes can you really create? Well, we're finding out because they're just coming out with new animes every goddamn week. And we on episode 2000 of One Piece, and they just keep going.
Yeah.
So I think that's the beauty in a lot of stuff, is like when you see people be really creative, they can make a story go for a while.
Yeah.
Look at Dan. That's an anime that makes no sense. We literally start the whole season off with an evil witch that just says she wants to gobble the young man's dong.
What?
And that's
what
the curse.
This?
Dan.
What's up, Light?
That's wild.
Yeah, it's an anime. It came out, I want to say last year. I want to say it came out last year, but it might have came out this year.
I don't watch animes anyway.
It's a popular anime though, but we have these shows that kind of like just takes the weirdest things and we can create an intricate storyline behind it. Like,
yeah,
I mean, Tyler Perry, he's doing something right, because he keeps coming out with stories that makes no sense.
Because we like to watch bad film. We want to see how it works. I'm not the only one.
We like it.
There's a lot of us. We like to just watch it. Let me see what the hell Tyler Perry finna do now with his wacky butt. And we're gonna watch it. And we might watch it more than once.
Yep. Just to make sure the second time it sticks.
Did this really happen?
What was that other? What was the TV show
we gotta
that he
watch
came
it,
out with?
internalize it, so we can repeat it.
Right.
Remember the TV show he came out with about the White House? Isn't that Scandal?
Oval.
The Oval. Yeah.
Isn't that just Scandal? Just reverse?
Probably his version of I'm pretty sure it is. But Scandal was, y'all know everybody loves Scandal. Scandal's
and what up, Infamous?
They got another Medea
Light in the
Medea
building.
Destination.
Yep, Destination Wedding on Netflix. Look, Tyler Perry is in his bag, as the young folks like to say. He's in his bag. Are they still saying that nowadays? Getting his coin. What is it? Coin. He's getting
cooking.
his coin. He cooking.
Right, he cooking.
For him, he's his bank account is cooking. But
if you're not happy for him, just say that.
Right.
He's not a YN though.
Yeah, big ups. We are going to complain, but still support, because big ups is like my TV friend too. We watch some of the same shows, and we watch a lot of his stuff, and we know his stuff is not good, but we gonna watch it.
I mean, I will say, if you haven't been on Netflix in a while, there's a lot of stuff to watch.
There is a lot on Netflix. Yeah.
And as we go through the next 3.5 years of this BS of a sham,
not BS of a sham,
all I can say is treat it like the pandemic and just
hunker down.
Yeah, go get your
shows,
your food stockpile up, and plant your garden, get your tomatoes, and just start binge watching, man. It's so much stuff on right now.
Hunker down, see if you can get you a little work from home, a WFH, and
rewatch The Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah, which is a really good show.
Nice.
I got introduced to that.
You didn't like it?
Weirdly.
I liked it. I just
don't feel
like going through the motions again.
It was very, especially towards the end. It was emotional roller coaster. Vivian Green. Yeah.
The last episode, the last few seasons was a little bit.
It was a lot.
But the first ones, hilarious.
Hilarious. Crazy Eyes. Jesus.
Yeah.
I said Crazy Eyes.
Yeah, she hilarious.
Yeah, I watched her show on Netflix. Their newest one she did, where she plays a detective, like a wacky detective, I guess, or she's just got her little things. It wasn't bad. Some people claim that they didn't like. I actually liked it. I enjoyed it. I watched it all. I watched every episode, and I thought it was pretty good to me.
Thank you. I don't know why it does
Green
that.
got them ghosts again in the house.
Yeah, probably. oh, can I tell you about this at work?
About the ghosts?
So, for those that don't know, I'm a records management, which is just like a very skillful and very technical I don't know, writer, I guess. So we work in a archive facility. So think about like, I think we have like 8,000 boxes of records. And then that's just the boxes. We have like a whole bunch of stuff. So it's a big archive facility. And it's only 4 of us that work in the archive facility. So today, 3 of the 4 of us were off. So I was the only one there. So I get a records request from one of the engineers, and they call me and it's like, hey, can you find this, this, and this? So I think I know where it is. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I have to walk, just to mind y'all, the front of the building is our offices. So it's a nice little office setting, cubicles, kitchen, coffee, whatever. And then you go to these 2 doors, and it's like a big warehouse, pretty much. So I'm there by myself today. It's raining. It's a little bit dark outside, and this is like at I want to say this is like 6:20 in the morning. So I go in the back, and I'm like, da, 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 da. Now, mind you, there's some pipes and some other stuff going on at the top, so it's always some noise. So I pass this chair that's just like catacomb to the wall, and I go back there and I go find my record. I come back because in my mind I'm thinking like, oh, I gotta move this chair out the hallway. Let me move this back to the front. So I come back with the paper in my hand. The chair is by the front door, just chilling. So I'm like,
one no security guard there, done like
right?
That?
I because when I go in the back, I always close the front door because I don't want somebody to come in and be like, oh, nobody's here. And then, they say, oh, Sean left his post or whatever the case might be. So I usually close the front door, put a note that says, be right back in 5, and I'll go in the back. The chair was just in the front door, just chilling. I was like, I know I just passed you and you was in the hallway. Now you by the front door. So I'm like, all right,
somebody hangs out with you.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I moved the chair. I'm like, fine. So then maybe around about 11 today, I had to go back there again because another record request came in. So I'll go back there. And I could have swore I heard someone say over here, like a whisper. So just to give you kind of context, in the facility, there's these big, tall cabinets. They're electronic cabinets. You press the button, they move, whatever the case may be. The third one was wide open. So as I passed, that's when I heard it. So I immediately looked over to the right, thinking like, oh, okay, maybe someone came in or whatever the case might be. Nobody's there. So I stand still for a little bit to see if I hear it again. Didn't hear it. So I kept walking up. I went in the back and I heard some ruffling at that third aisle again. So at that point, I'm just kind of like this. If something's going to, unalive me, nothing I can do about it, Doug. Let me go ahead and get this record real quick and finish off this last task.
Right. Let me finish my job. Make sure I get my hours in.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Lord, not the paranormal experience.
Oh, I already downloaded the spirit box on my phone because when I go back to work, I'm definitely trying it.
Oh, here you go. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Definitely
oh
trying
it. My God. Oh my God.
Like, why are you here? All the places in DC you could be. Why here?
They with you. All the places in DC you can be. You with me.
Right. Dalton.
You know, there's a place called the White House you could be.
Not
right?
Dalton. Dalton. Dalton's going into the further.
Right. He's going to the further.
Not green in the further, Lord.
Look, I said, oh, that's the other thing. Pink, when we go to Atlanta, because it's Halloween, that night, we got to do something haunted related. We got
Absolutely.
to. No,
Absolutely. I'm down.
It's going to be Atlanta on Halloween.
Y'all leave them southern spirits alone, okay?
I already say you're going to go after that dog.
Leave them southern spirits alone. You don't want to conjure up those spirits now. Leave them alone.
We're going to catch an Uber to Atlanta's most haunted spot, and we got to spend at least 3 hours just doing some research. Think of the content.
That'd be so good.
Pinky, did you have any tidbits today?
But I didn't have tidbits. More of gossip, and we kind of touched on it already.
Okay.
What's the gossip?
So, word on the street is your boy Tyler Perry has been fandangling with his co-stars or his employees.
Men or women?
Men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
And there's text messages out there, and I read them, and I said, "Ooh, interesting." So it seems like Tyler Perry is very much trying to convert this person over. If he's not already, he's trying to convert him, and he wants him.
I like shit, and I want
he wants him.
They deem to be very flirty. So,
very flirty.
I had looked at that stuff too, and the guy is claiming like a sexual harassment. Actually, it's what's his name, Derek something. He was on the Oval.
On the Oval, actually. Yep.
He was on the Oval, and I think they said he was on his other show called
Yeah, I couldn't remember the other show.
But I had started watching that show for some reason. It's a very weird show. It's like about a cult. Yeah, but I want to see it again. I think his name was Derek.
He might as well have said that to be honest.
But so he was. Yeah, they're like not. I don't want to say they're sexually suggestive, but
they're not
like
outlandish.
Very like flirty and just encouraging him that he's a really good person. You don't have to deal with this and da da da. Then he sent a picture of himself on vacation on a boat or some shit.
That was funny.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's like nice picture. And he was like, "You don't see that stud." And what do you mean, nice picture? You don't see this stud.
It's AI.
Not
what
AI.
It's
AI. And then I'm sorry because I don't want to take over Pinky's too because this is Pinky's tidbits, but you got to talk about when Tyler Perry like pretty much did a answer, I guess, to it, or he did make not a post, but when it was released.
Yeah, so I was trying to see if so do you know what he said? Because I was trying to actually look and I probably missed it.
He just posted like a TikTok or it was an Instagram or whatever. It just like it was like pretty much a God got me kind of thing. Like God got me kind of thing. Yeah, it was kind of like, people.
So he didn't deny.
Yeah. He can't because it's on record. But it doesn't come off as sexual harassment. It just comes off as an unwanted advance. It's flirty and maybe unwanted advances. But Tyler Perry knows what he's doing. Like Green is reading it right now. I can tell he is. And it's like he knows if this was to come out that he worded this the correct way.
There you go.
Talk to this person the correct way.
Yep.
On record, on text. So you can't say that it was harassment.
Yep.
Because the guy does interact with him. He texts back. So that's the messed up part too. He texts back. They talk back and forth. There's a back and forth. There is no Tyler Perry hitting him up all day, harassing, saying stuff. He's not asking for D pics and all this different stuff like that. So this could be really thrown out.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You don't think so? I think so because it's not. It's not where, like Bridge said, like he was saying, show me it, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna get you, or you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing harassing. It was just more of flirting.
Now what I just read seemed harassing to me because I sue. I want to sue right now. I feel sexually harassed right now.
You know, as it's the AI. As a straight man, you know, it does come off wrong because I don't know if he's straight or not, and that's really not our business either. But
it's just this one part.
So that's what I'm talking about. Big ups, yep.
It says, I didn't have any contact. What are you talking about? I haven't been touched in months. And the guy's like, oh, you mean touching? I thought you meant being around people. And he's like, Jacob. Saying like, why are you telling me you haven't been touched in months? Well, how we get there?
He was drunk texting.
What are we doing?
He was drunk texting.
Nah. I don't care.
I feel like because he you know, he is his boss, but I feel like that maybe they became friends in some kind of way and they started talking to each other. And like maybe Tyler Perry, it could be predatory on his part, but like I said, he's wording things the way he talks, he's wording them so that he can't get in trouble.
Because what happened was a friend of Tyler's introduced him to Tyler, and then you know they became friends, and then he hired him on to the show. So that's how that happened. So yeah, they were friends first, because even in text messages he kept calling him my friend. You know, when we get to the studio, act this way, kind of watch and peep how everybody treat me, and then you know kind of fall in line because you don't want to put yourself out there where they're gonna think that you got, you know, the easy way in or whatever.
Hey, Tig, check your Discord. Yeah, I don't know. I'm reading these text messages and I'm like, I would have questions if I was the other guy. Like, but a grown ass man asking me, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless schmacks? Why are you asking me that, bro? Why are you worried about what I do with my peen?
Drunk texting.
Because I know the guy tells him something about, like, I don't know if he's like insecure about starting a relationship, and like Tyler Perry, there's a point where Tyler Perry's trying to give him confidence in himself, and because apparently he knew something about maybe a previous relationship, something he had going on. Like there's some there's like so many different texts and stuff that he released. So yeah, but it is not something that you talk to with a straight man. So I'm like, the way he responds to him, like, okay, Green, if your maybe questionably gay friend started talking to you like this, you wouldn't respond to him like that, right?
There you go.
There is a back and forth too. So that's what's gonna mess his case up.
I would have been like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
right.
And he mess his case up.
But okay, so if I'm correct, Tyler Perry didn't provide any of these text messages, right?
No, the
other guy did.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other guy, his case should be thrown out because he's not only responding, but if I was Tyler Perry, I would be concerned too, because I'm like, you're flirting too.
Bait me.
It is a bait, but it's a weird. Okay, I'm gonna try not to say what
exchange between both of them. Yeah,
because it's one part of the text message where he says that if it takes me to get a Oscar or something, then I'll do it. And then he said JK. So you're telling me that you're willing to do anything to get an Oscar? That's what I got from them in there in that message too. So
and why are you telling Tyler Perry that?
Exactly.
Because you know he wanted the big three of the Illuminati. No, I was playing.
I mean, you know the rumors surrounding Tyler Perry, so why would you even joke about that? Like, even if you are truly joking, why would you say that to him?
Exactly.
But also, there's another text message where Tyler Perry is just like texting him randomly. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like talking to my sister. Now, I don't know why Tyler Perry responded with "I roll, fine, good night. I'll go through my 600 people." But be annoyed that I can't talk to him. And then this guy randomly out of nowhere. Yes. But it seems like an innocent conversation. Again, the eye roll thing is a little weird to me. But the guy responds with saying, "Trying to get off so I can go to sleep." Why are you telling another grown man?
No, you have to phone his sister.
Off the phone. Okay, because I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay, because it
sounds
weird.
Yeah,
it sounds weird.
Yeah, because I got that at first too, and I had to reread it. It was him trying to get off the phone with his sister because she was drunk as well, and he was trying to get off the phone with her.
Because he responds with saying, like, apparently you're the only one that's been drinking tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
he's referring to his sister. Yeah.
Look, do I think this is sexual harassment? No. Do I think this is a case where we might now be able to say, like, oh yeah, Tyler Perry definitely is trying to find somebody.
Yeah. But do we care for real? I don't know. It gives us content though.
We've heard about Tyler Perry for like a minute now.
For sure.
Like, I think as far as we knew his name, there's been rumors. The Boondocks called him out on that one.
Long time ago.
Yeah. So.
And he got that episode removed.
He did. He did. You're right.
He did. Which I think is wild.
You're in comedy. You do comedy. You do this. Hey, it's comedy, right? Why are you so worried about that? Why did you do that? Why did you? You know what I'm saying?
It was.
People hate the truth.
Yep. Yeah. It was too much for him.
Too much truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's far-fetched though, because I think like what the guy was trying to do was kind of put it out there that he is a little bit predatory. Now, I don't know if you all know who Christian Keys is, but I think it was like last year he did a very long live on his Instagram talking about, he did not name Tyler Perry, but he definitely alluded to the fact that it might have been Tyler Perry that was, you know, kind of trying to come after him in that way. And offering him things and this and that and all of that, you know, kind of trying to do that whole, what do they call it, Ziggy? You know what they call it? What do they? No, like what do they call it? Like when you sleep with somebody for, you know, for accolades. What do they call it? Something couch. I forgot.
Casting couch.
Casting couch. Yeah.
Casting.
Yeah, trying to do like a little casting couch thing or whatever. But yeah, he had a long live and he exposed a particular person, but did not use their name about them just kind of coming after him and in a way that was not kosher. A very prominent person in film that he's worked with. He's worked with Tyler Perry quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
I he was talking about him.
Yeah, and still does in the back like Tyler Perry. I think he executive produces or presents this show called All the Queen's Men. He's not the director or anything like that. It's Christian Keys' book based off of his book that he did, and it's his show. But you know, you'll see like that Tyler Perry has something to do with it. And BET, and he recently just came out with like apparently, you know, BET keeps him out of the loop of when they're dropping trailers, dropping things and stuff like that too. So yeah, it's on his IG. Go look at his IG, girl. He definitely I don't want to say he messy, but like the way he does, he's not messy. But he just really exposes. He likes to expose. He's an expose. And he'll expose the industry without saying names, but like he now is like, you know, BET, he wants to take All the Queen's Men somewhere else, because remember, like I said, Tyler Perry also has a big deal with BET. He now wants to take that show and leave BET.
Didn't he have something with TBS too at one point though, like a deal with TBS? Because I wonder whatever happened to that.
Probably so, because remember that's where House of Pain started.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's when BET bought the shows back.
Probably so.
Because they moved all them shows to BET.
Yeah, they did. Okay. But I just thought he had something going on, like a special deal with TBS at one point.
Yep. Messy.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole lot of mess. But yeah, that was my tidbit. I just want to put it. I was like,
we enjoyed that tidbit.
Well,
juicy
for those
Right.
those that's listening, if we're gonna start accepting questions that maybe you guys want to have, it could be you what do you call it, anonymous, or if you want to let people know your name, you can send it to
Is this an
the
advice
real ones.
section, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'll
So
give
if
some advice.
you have a question like the Reddit question that we had, you two can also, give it to us. It's RealOnesGaming at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll pick your question and we'll talk about it next week as well. Just be mindful. We're a show on Twitch stuff. Don't be wild, okay? This ain't the baddies show, okay?
Yeah,
This
the
isn't.
baddie.
Yeah,
Bridge after dark.
Oh Lord.
yeah. This ain't Bridge After Dark.
Maybe, yeah.
Daddy.
Don't throw me us now, guys. No, it's fine.
Betty.
So, yeah. Gaming, entertainment, and technology related, please. Keep it at least rated R. At least, at the very least. But yeah, we'll start doing those and stuff like that. So, anything else? Anything we're missing before we wrap up?
No, I think
That's it.
I did have one thing we can wrap up. Not really part of the agenda of the show. Anything. Just kind of like lesson learned. We always talk about like things we go through life that there's always that moment of time where you can, good or bad, like you can learn something from it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how we always talk about green, spending money and being a big baller and everything like that. So you know what? I'm like, I ain't gonna spend no money. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if y'all noticed my camera's been off the whole episode.
Yeah.
For a reason. I could have went to the barber and spent that money to get this haircut, beard trim. You know what? I'm gonna make this thing spread a little bit. I'm gonna save some money, do it myself. Ladies and gentlemen, you get what you pay for.
What happened? Lord.
I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a quick lesson. This is what happened.
You've done this before, though.
This is what happens when you.
We can see your whole face.
This is what happens when you don't pay for. So next time when y'all make fun of green, just know this is what happened. There's pros and
You tried to line your beard up.
I tried to line my beard up, and then I went.
Up.
You heard that? I heard. I was like, you know what? I could save this. I'm gonna do just a mustache, right? The mustache was too thick because my beard was like out here.
Yeah.
So I can't have no mustache that's like, and then it curled up. So I can't go to work looking like I'm gonna tie somebody to some railroad tracks.
No, absolutely not.
I can't do that. Like after every word I say, yeah, see, I can't go to work like that. So look, I had to.
You look like you about to throw your uniform back on. You about to read
That's what I'm saying, man. So look, sometimes it's okay to pay the money. I could have just went to the barber, got lined up, and so that's
like grown ass.
No, you might as well leave the cap off now.
Right.
So.
And like on was it on the Fat Albert movie? You have a nice face.
Yeah, so I feel like the reason I did this, Tig, because I didn't want to come out and then the moment I walked out, you would have been like, nah, nope, can't do it. Why y'all popping up?
Tig, yeah.
Y'all popping balloons? Like, nah. I get that you do things on your own but it's giving 5th grade math teacher.
You do look like you about to give a quiz for real.
Yeah,
we'll be back in about 30 minutes.
Mr. Beast.
So the thing is, we had like family photos we were getting ready to do. So I'm like,
oh yeah.
Hey, look, we're gonna go ahead and reschedule We're gonna reschedule the photo shoot to like.
I mean,
August.
but you know what? You look like a distinguished father.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you look.
Oh man,
You look like you never miss a soccer game.
good father looking at. Nah,
most of the people on those balloon shows are either married or got a significant other anyway. So
Heifer, we all married.
shows.
Get a balloon pop.
We ain't balloons. There's a on go along.
no, don't believe that them people are actually finding love. They there for money.
They there for money.
So.
Oh, absolutely. They there for money.
They're there for the show.
I've seen one couple that actually has continued, and they are engaged.
Are they now?
The only one.
The only one.
The only one.
Yeah.
Because there was a episode, I can't remember who did it, where the girl even admitted she had a boyfriend.
Hey Tig, I look like I'm gonna run in the back. All right, look, this is the best I got.
We've got the Chrysler Pacifica 2000.
Your credit score, your credit score already. You're already putting me through a lot right now. You got a 400. You really shouldn't be in here right now. But look,
you really shouldn't be here right now.
For you.
That is hilarious.
So we're gonna get the warranty. We're gonna get you out of
warranty.
And they always pop the paper. Look, all right, look.
Right, they write the paper.
Got you.
I could really lose my job for this, but
right.
I could really lose my job.
But for you,
look, I can get you out of here. These keys are yours. I'm gonna go ahead and give you these keys. You hold on to that. That's
hang on, right? You hang on.
See how that feel. I see how that feel. Yeah.
You got a co-signer by any chance?
Right.
Man, go ahead.
Man.
Right, with the face, right?
Doggone polo.
I couldn't be no car salesman. I'll be
beard.
like, hey, bro, come back in about 6 months, dog.
Right. You're like,
Your 85-year-old mother is able to co-sign. Go ahead, give her a call.
Right, go ahead and put her on there real quick. Let's see.
Yeah,
give it a whirl.
What's the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that can happen?
You give it a little spin-a-rooney there and see.
Man,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
work.
so that's the lesson learned, guys. Go ahead and pay that. Go ahead and pay that extra 40, 50.
Go to the.
Go ahead and get lined up, bro. Don't stop trying to do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get my hair cut tomorrow.
Hey, look, don't. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
You couldn't even keep a couple of it. The whole beard is gone.
Well, it was like this part. So I still had the goatee. So I was like, let me try to like
fix it.
It was just too thick.
Not the lesson is don't let me see.
Yeah. Ziggy ain't seen his chin in 5 years.
I know, right?
That's funny.
Shit. The only thing that's bothering me about my beard is this little patch of little gray stuff.
White.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to take me a Claritin, y'all.
I'm cool with the grades. Look, I ain't go bald now. I still got stubble.
Yeah, you still got stubble. Yeah.
I ain't go complete bald. I ain't go ski bald.
Boy, shade his face like a seating arrangement at a wedding. Dang, Tig.
See, this is why you can't have no downfalls around Tig, because she won't stop. She'll keep going.
Well, that's fine, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. You know, this is how we treat our own, from our own. It's only our own that put us down like this. You don't see these in any other community. You don't see this in the white community.
What?
Well, this is what we do in our own community. Put each other down.
They love each other on the other side.
Don't love each other.
You just said they love each other.
Y'all make fun of a man's beard, but the moment I talk about your wig, World War.
Oh, it's going down, Zig. They gonna never let you live it. Oh,
you talk about stuff that I can't control.
They gonna never let it.
I say unbelievable one time, and that won't never let me down from it.
They won't let you. Nope.
I talk about the lashes one time.
You ain't gonna survive. Nope.
You talk about the fact that you had to go all the way to Cancun just to get a butt, and
dang. Yeah, pretty much
Colombia. Yeah. So those are Ziggy's lessons learned today.
Lessons learned.
Spend the money.
Go ahead. Sometimes it's good to just go ahead and swipe the card, bro. You get what you pay for.
Swipe the card.
He was at home with a Mach 3, just
Mach 3. Manscaped.
Got Gillette.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I even took a razor to my face. I just let the barbershop do it.
I ain't gonna lie. If I did do a razor to my face, y'all wouldn't see me for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Face would be looking like concrete.
Not concrete, Lord have mercy.
Maybe Green could do it. I don't know. I can't. I gotta use clippers. I can't use razor. Some people could do it.
I used to have it where I didn't have the sides. I just had the goatee and the mustache.
Look at that.
And the way Pinky and them used to clown me and be like, "You can't grow a beard. You can't grow a beard."
He couldn't grow a beard. No, he just couldn't.
Some people could do it as they get like with men as we get older. Then we could grow out.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even that. I had this. I just didn't like hair on the side.
Oh, he purposely did it. Like
I would tell her that. I'd be like, "Yo, I have this. My beard. This goatee used to come like down to here. I could literally grab it down here, and she would still be like, "You can't grow a beard. You can't grow a beard."
Yeah, he's like, "I know, I could do it."
Fine, bump it. I'm not shaving no more. Fuck it.
I know.
Yeah, pretty.
But it's cool.
Grow it.
All right, y'all.
I might keep it like this, Tig.
Yeah, we're gonna move it on over to the post show in this night's episode. Thank you everybody for coming through to the stream today, to the show. We'll be back next week with some stuff. At any time, if we don't do a regular show, one of us will stream, I'm sure.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I like that.
So last week, was it? It was me and we played Marvel Rivals, I think, last week.
I was on your stream, huh? Oh, you streaming?
Yeah. No, I was streaming on here. I was streaming on the real ones. I just figured out how to just make a new account on OBS, which maybe one day we'll talk about that too. But
maybe one day.
We're gonna move on over to the post show. We'll be right back, y'all.
Gaming, entertainment, movies, and all things blurred. There's some rules to this here, and it's words to my nerds. I'ma take you through the steps. We gon' start with the first. Pay attention, it's the intro, so let's get the word. We the ones they hate the love, you the ones we hate the dub. If you ain't in the inner circle, tell me why you showing up. And if you think that it's a game, if you think that we the same, let me put it plain. You ain't with the gang, and not me. Green, Pinky, Bridge, and Zig. And if you didn't know, we about to blast your crib, and we them real ones. Oh yes, we them real ones. Oh yes, we them real ones. Yes, we them real ones. Yes, we them real ones.
Word.
Do we have the MP3 of that song?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
So you about to do something. About to go off.
Going freestyle.
You about to spit it on the ones and twos. Let me go get this Claritin, y'all. Get this in my system. Hold on.
All right, Pink.
My nose is running.
I do need to get to bed for work. It's 8 to 4 on weekends. Ooh.
Yeah, get on out of here. Done enough.
8 to 4 ain't bad though. I said I was going to stream tonight, but I was tired. I'm actually kind of hungry too.
Think about getting, bro? What you? Sandwich.
Yeah,
full dinner.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of different things I kind of want, but reduce mic noise.
Yeah, get on out of here. Like my beard. Done enough.
I'm trying to figure out why this sounds so weird. Let me try that one. There we go. Get out like you're wow. Tig just doesn't stop.
You say, bro?
I said Tig just doesn't stop. She just
Tig. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Okay.
Just be
What Tig do?
They just
I told her to get out of here. She's done enough.
Yeah, grant me a Claritin, boy. Tear me up.
You gotta get you a so like CVS or Walgreens, they do these like little, it's not Flonase, but it's like saline, a saline solution.
Mm-hmm.
And you squirt it in your nose like twice. And it's like almost like instant relief. They usually helps me if I have like some allergies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll kind of like calm it down. Because you kind of need it out here with pollen, grass, and humidity.
And pollen be flying around about that big in the air. I'd be like, bro, chill.
Yeah, your car be yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And look.
Yeah, I seen Green got a new logo. Team Green with the wings and the star.
Huh?
I don't know why. I just noticed like your logo. It's like the wing. It's like wings and like a star.
Pretty wings.
Oh,
So I seen the other
Jedi
one
joint.
the X and the teddy bear or the panda.
No, I got one that's just the green the Jedi words. But I think when I first did the switch over thing, I made like a quick Jedi thing just to have like a logo since I switched everything over.
He got like a secondary logo.
Mm-hmm. So now the official one is just the one that says green the Jedi. And
so
that's doing pretty good.
So you retired the panda, the angry panda logo.
I think I'm gonna keep it. I just need to somehow incorporate into the Jedi section. So I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll run it through AI to see what kind of concept art it can come up with. And just be like, turn this into a Jedi.
Put your spinneroonie on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of spinneroonie, for our post show, we have some wrestling talk.
Oh yeah,
they're overseas currently in Saudi Arabia right now. You know, even with the tensions that are going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not saying Saudi Arabia, but you know, U.S. and Middle East.
Yeah.
Seems like so far so good with SmackDown today, and we have a pay-per-view tomorrow. What is it? Night of Champions?
Is it Night of Champions?
Night of Champions with only 2 championship matches. Kind of weird.
WWE's been on one.
Like no Street Profits. Both tag teams are black, and none of them are featured.
Wasn't the Street Profits supposed to go against the Y6?
Not on the pay-per-view.
That's crazy.
Both tag team champs are black, but none of them are on the show. You got the New Day and the Street Profits.
I mean, the only reason why people are going to watch is because of John Cena versus CM Punk anyway. So,
yeah, they said CM Punk came out today, and they said he ethered John Cena. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'll catch it on the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like they don't have good matches. Like they have John Cena versus CM Punk, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, which I'm actually excited to see. I'm not too sure about the Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm okay.
Oh, they're
I'm
playing
giving them a pass on
wrestling
that because
tonight?
your girl got hurt.
Tomorrow.
I'm giving them a pass on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think they need to build up Raquel Rodriguez a little bit more. I like her new persona. Yeah. I mean, I like her persona right now. I like it. I just need them to I need them to bring a little bit more of her personality out.
This show should have been named King and Queen of the Ring, not Night of Champions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have those matches.
The Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa match.
Yeah, that's a championship match.
Yeah, that might be decent. I'm excited for the Asuka versus Jade Cargill, but I feel like they're going to give it to Jade Cargill, even though Asuka deserves it a little bit more. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton.
She's just so fly to me. Jade, she's just so fly to me.
Oh yeah. She's she's my daughter's, between her and Bianca, that's my daughter's favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
And she used to like Naomi, but she was like, she pushed Jade on the windshield. I don't like her.
I know that's right.
Nah, Naomi definitely should be on this show.
Naomi, she in her bag. She been
is
turning it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a baddie right there. That's a.
She been going off.
I'm happy going kind of crazy.
So I mean, because isn't it like Night of Champions, and then isn't next week like main event or some stuff?
Yes, Sunday night main event or Saturday night main event.
Yeah, they're doing too much.
I just feel it's weird. You have a show called Night of Champions, and you only have 2 championship matches.
Yeah, because the women's champions aren't fighting. Tag team champions aren't fighting.
Oh, the Intercontinental champion.
Intercontinental isn't fighting on either side.
On either side. Tag belts. You don't have the world champion because it's supposed to be Goldberg or whatever versus Gunther.
The U.S. champion for the women's isn't fighting.
Yeah, Zelina Vega.
No, I think Zelina Vega lost it, didn't she?
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I guess tonight she lost it.
She lost it
to Julia.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Which,
not you coming in here. What you want, Brownie?
You said I heard y'all talking about brownies earlier. I wanted to come in earlier.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I could have pulled up on you, but that wasn't gangster.
I feel like WWE has a lot of great talent that are finally getting their recognition, and I don't know what it is with Triple H, but it seems like he just don't like these certain individuals, like the Street Profits getting their recognition, and now you put them on the back burner. Jey Uso finally gets his recognition, you put him on the back burner. Zelina Vega, she finally gets her recognition, you put her on the back burner.
It was like, we gave you your belt here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right.
So like they're not giving these people like the time that they deserve. But meanwhile, Gunther is out here still became champion again, and was already told like he's the most boring champion. I don't want to see a Goldberg match.
I do, just for the nostalgia.
Man, that man is beaten up. He can't even move his shoulder. Why is he wrestling?
That match gonna be 4 minutes.
Exactly.
Spear, attempt to jackhammer.
Attempt.
and Gunther will find a way to
throat and powerbomb.
Exactly. And if it doesn't end with Seth Rollins coming in and cashing in, I'm calling shenanigans.
I think he's gonna attempt, but he's gonna not do it. He's gonna come out though to throw everybody off.
I feel like homeboy, what's his name? That used to run with Gunther.
Oh, Ludwig.
Yeah,
or the other one.
I feel like he's gonna come out and it's gonna seem like he's helping Gunther, but then he's gonna turn his back on Gunther.
Really? And that's gonna be crazy.
Because for the last couple months, like Gunther has been like pumping him up to do great things, but it hasn't been working.
Yeah,
and
he's been
Gunther
kind of by
then
himself.
lost. Yeah, and then Gunther lost the title, but he got it reback. So I think it's gonna be a more of so like, why should I listen to you anymore when you couldn't even stay up and up? And then maybe he'll join Seth Rollins and his group as a way to kind of like be a little bit better. But even the Seth Rollins group is not exciting. I feel like there could be better picks.
This cat's trying to make biscuits on my face, sir. No.
Oh, that's why you have a window right there. Be like, just lay here. Just lay here. Look at the stars. Just look at the stars.
Just look at the stars.
Swift push. All you hear is
right.
Plunk. I said I was going like when we move out of this house into a new house that we actually purchased, I was going to put a pond in the backyard, but then I was thinking about it, I was like, Domino's going to be trying to eat all the koi fish. I ain't got time for that, yo.
Yep. Slapping the hell out of them fish.
Like they was working on a sewer system in our neighborhood, so like rats were coming up out the sewer gate.
Oh,
and
wow.
Domino would literally just sit there on her bed outside, wait for the rat to come out, and then just grab it and kill it. That was like her only thing. Like she will only ask to go outside just to do that.
So imagine if you had the pond, yeah, it would be rat.
Anything that moves, she's like, I must put it in my mouth. So nah, I'm cool.
Brownie, just put your paw right there.
Brownie, like, I'm ready to go to sleep. I like this.
He just trying to make biscuits on me. Just chill, sir. Yeah, just chill.
Well, Tony Baker be saying those cats be doing. They be papping. They
skippity pap.
Yeah,
skippity paps.
Brownie be doing that.
No, my mama cat Ziggy be doing that. He got me. I'm still healing. He skippity pap the hell out of me.
He scratched you?
Yeah, bad. Yeah, he got me good. He got me real good.
Brownie looked up like, y'all.
Do I need to go over there? Do we need to have
Brownie's
a conversation?
Brownie, like, he just be chilling though.
He do. He just be chilling. He literally be chilling.
You gotta give my boy a chance.
He's nicer to him now. I think they look
warm
best
up
friends. It only took about 5 years.
I was about to say. He be picking them up and petting them.
Yeah, he'll pet him. He don't pick him up though.
Okay.
He'll pet him. He just now feeding him.
Come on, okay.
He
bad.
He said the window is where his food lies.
He'd be the main one. If something happened to Brownie, he probably be in
Yep.
worrying about him.
That's how it is. Because Domino's like my wife's dog, but when something happens to her, I'm the first one that jumps up.
Yeah.
He'd be like, what?
You're so nice, Brownie. You're so nice. Yes, Brownie. Yes. You should see everybody. Look at Brownie. Oh, let me move this mic back. You see his big head. Yes, Brownie. Big head, Brownie. Yes. Yes, you.
Yeah, you got enough fur. I mean, if something happened to him where he fell out the window, he'd be all right.
He got enough cushion.
He got 8 more lives.
Right.
Well, what are y'all doing this weekend? Any plans?
Tomorrow I gotta take my second half of my test, my skills, And then Sunday, I'm supposed to be going to a family dinner.
Oh.
And the in-laws.
So David's family. Interesting.
I mean, our troop crashing.
So I mean, at dinner with the in-laws though is always interesting and fun. More positive than negative.
I love my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. I love them. I do. I love them with all my heart. It's extended in-laws.
Yeah. Cousins, aunts, uncles. Yeah. Nieces, nephews. I get it. Yeah. Luckily, well, you got the opposite. I'm cool with the extended ones. It's the direct ones.
Well, I'll say a nice handful. I'm cool with a nice handful. The rest of them.
Good. All right.
You want to go investigate? Go ahead and go investigate. He looking like, should I go?
Like I kind of want to.
Right.
Go see. If you don't mind.
That's what you like. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go check that out. You wanna go look? Go ahead. I know you want to.
All right. Well, let's get up out of here, y'all. Thank you guys for chilling with us. It's almost about that time for us to hit the bed, the old dusty trail.
Get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Positive thoughts, y'all. This is the second half.
Oh, you got it. You already know you got it.
You had this one.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I would love to know my score, though. I would have loved to know what I got wrong and what right, But I guess by it being a national test, they're like, no, we're not going to give you the answer. We just want to let you know you passed. So
pass is pass.
My score.
Yeah, pass. It doesn't matter. You got 100.
Pass. I don't care if you pass by 0.001. You pass.
Right?
Or I don't care if you got 100% every question right.
Let's see. I would love to know. I'm gonna see if it'll let me see actions, details. Oh, okay. They gave me my score. I got 58 right out of 65.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
Using your bag.
So like a 90 something.
89.23.
90.
90. This is the type of stuff I talk about. These. No mind.
Yeah. Like why we gotta have a point decimal?
Why we gotta have a point? It's a 90.
It's a 90. It's
disease
90.
process. I scored low on. What the? Man, I think it was the Alzheimer's thing question. I think that's what it was.
Well, I know tomorrow I'm gonna play. I gotta play a little bit of rematch so I can get a little bit better at it. Call of Duty definitely, and Apex.
That sounds like you said Apex, the new Apex joint.
And of course Marvel Rivals, but
oh yeah, can't leave that out.
Yeah, that's a given. We'll wait until after Tig gets off of work so I can just sit there and play, and she can tell people that I'm trying to threaten her to play, even though I didn't do anything. So we'll do that, and then maybe in the morning I'll start off by just like watching some shows and catch up on some stuff. I might get me some steak and eggs in the morning, to be quite honest.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have to get up tomorrow and do that. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys on behalf of Zig and Pink and Bridge. Thank you guys for coming through. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel, same place.
Is there?
Yeah.
See y'all later. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.